Well, good evening and welcome, and we've got a good one in store for you tonight. The first of 5 between the Chinooks and the Peninsula Oilers. Kenai, Peninsula Oilers, whatever you want to call them, it doesn't matter to me. Tonight's lineup, it looks like this. Ben Weaver, Alexander Saunier, Jack Lawrence, Hayden Keller at the 4-hole. Ryan Matheson, Austin Young, Maddox Ryan, Alec Beeman at 8, and then Will Kelly rounding up the lineup at the 9-hole. Harrison Clifton will be on the mound, and they'll face against Knowlton Clark. Faced Knowlton a while ago back at home, where I do believe that was the last time these two teams have faced, as well as one of the last times the Chinooks have gotten a win. Looking to get back into the win column, losers of 8 in a row, but no better time to start a winning streak than tonight. 2-game behind the Oilers for 4th place, which is in the playoffs, in the ABL playoffs coming up in, about a month or so, a little under a month now. First pitch is getting ready to start. I'll give you the lineups as we go along.
Welcome to Game 1 of a 5-game series with the Chugack River Chinooks. A 6 o'clock start time tonight, Friday and Saturday. A 2 o'clock game on Sunday, then back to a 6 o'clock game on Monday. The Peninsula Oilers this home series, and then just one remaining home series when the Anchorage Bucks come to town around the 21st of July. So make your plans to be back for as much Oiler baseball as possible as we wind down the final 10 games on the home schedule, with the possibility of a playoff game down the road. A reminder, if you do catch a foul ball, be very careful in the stands. Watch for foul balls. Keep your eye on the ball at all times. You can exchange those foul balls at the Scoop Shack for a food prize at the Scoop Shack. Leading off for Eagle River, Ben Weaver.
Ben Weaver sets the step in the box, and we are ready. Timmy Watkins is in with us, and let me tell you, we have the best seats in the house from right behind home plate. Couldn't ask for much better.
No, you really can't.
Weather's incredible, too. Let me get that for you. 65 degrees, a little rainy. Is first pitch from Clark. Here it is, and it's ripped on the ground to third, past the third baseman, and it's going to get in there for what could be a single, could be an error. That was Jacob Shaver over there at third, who couldn't come up with that ball.
Oh, and they gave him an error. So,
well, in that case, E5 to start the game. And speaking of 5, it's a 5-game series between these two teams, and that's a rough way to start if you're over there at third.
Yeah, gotta stay on your toes, I guess. First pitch of the game.
Alexander Saunier sets a stand in after the leadoff error, and if you're a Chinook, what better way to start than a runner on first to lead off the first. First pitch to him is fouled back to the backstop, all the way over to first base, who's going to pick it up and toss to a nice fan over there. Packed house here in Peninsula. Let me tell you, in Kenai, this place gets rocking.
Does it really? I couldn't.
I believe Kenai will get rocking. You get a run in or two. The beer garden down the left field line is looking like it's filling up slowly. No balls, one strike. Good lead by Weaver over there at first. I almost said Wheaton. Weaver from Wheaton College. Ball's outside.
Did I hear the Weavers were coming to visit?
I think they're going to be here tomorrow, which is incredible because Ben jokingly said they can do trivia on air. It sounds like he wants them to do trivia on air.
That'll be pretty awesome. I'm excited for that.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's outside. Makes it 2-1, so a good hitter's count. Here for Alexander Saunier, the LSU Eunice product. LSU Eunice, are they the Tigers as well?
Yeah, I believe so. Everything's the same. What do they call him? He loves being called, what is it, Zan the Great?
Oh, yeah, he hates that, actually. 2-1 outside makes it 3-1. He mentioned something to me after the game. It also wasn't a great game either.
Was he begging you to stop calling him that?
He was. I don't think he wants that nickname to start, and I kind of want it to keep happening. He also can't hear us up here today. I don't know if anybody – I'm sure Zan's family listens. A lot of these guys' families listen. The 3-1, runner on first. Here's the pitch, and it's outside.
Of course. That's a walk. That's a tough luck right there.
So an error and a walk to start the game. If you're Chinook, you can't ask for much more.
Do we know what school this pitcher goes to?
Not off the top of my head. If you want to look it up, he has pitched against us before. Jack Lawrence stepping in, the newly acclaimed 3-hole, back-to-back games. He's in that 3-hole position tonight. You know who's over there at first base?
Who's that?
James Shimashita. That's the name of him.
That's a tongue
Did that
twister.
click? No.
So I guess it didn't hit him.
No, I guess it didn't hit him, which Jack's a little upset about, I'll be honest, because he's going for that hit-by-pitch record.
Interesting.
Which, whatever, it's fine with me. If he wants to do it, go for it. Means he just gets on base.
Yeah. Honestly. Can't ask for much more from your 3-hole hitter.
No, you can't ask for much. I'll be honest, I'm a little overwhelmed. The 6 o'clock starts got me all out of sorts, as that one did hit Jack, so he gets the hit by pitch, and 3 batters in, we've got the bases loaded for the Chinooks. How about that? A good change of pace if you're a Chinook fan to see the Chinooks getting up there with the bases loaded with nobody out here in the inning. Over to our right, you can't see him on screen. The Oilers mascot, it looks like Scoop, has made his appearance.
Oh my gosh, I ran into Scoop and I was terrified.
he's I'm not even sure what he is.
It's pretty scary up close and personal. But we got Hayden hitting 4-hole today. Wow.
So Hayden Keller stepping in, the DH/pitcher/ not sure what position he actually plays for us.
A little bit of everything.
First pitch outside to him, so
Kansas. He goes to Kansas, this kid.
Knowlton Clark, Big 12 product, in a bit of trouble here in the first inning.
Knowlton with a KN. Ever seen that before?
I have not. I've never seen somebody named Knowlton either. Yeah.
Found a video of him. He looks like he's throwing very hard, but so he transferred from Purdue to Kansas.
So Boilermaker to Jayhawk, 1 ball, no strikes, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Keller swing, strike 1. I don't know. I feel like they could have had an appeal there. A little bit of an argument.
I would have checked that, but I guess I'd rather see an umpire a little bit overly aggressive than passive.
I agree. So 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, and that pitch is waved at a miss by Keller, disappointed in himself. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I've gotten to a point now as I write the lineups that I don't even have to write our last names in. Like, I know the guys' names, except the 2 that messed me up is Maddox Ryan and Ryan Matheson.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and almost hit on the ground to the right side. That's going to get past the first baseman, so they're going to try for the runner at second, who's Jack Lawrence, who had an awkward slide. He's out at second, so a fielder's choice brings in a run to make it up 1-0. Chinooks here early.
That's nice to see. First Chinooks leading a little bit.
Number 15, Ryan Matheson.
I agree. No on-field volume because there's no way to feed the on-field camera or on-field mic through.
I could just punch a little hole in this plexiglass.
I don't think that would work very well. We could try. One out.
Little hole, maybe.
Runners on the corners. Ryan Matheson, the first pitch swinger. Here it is. And he looks at that 1 ball, 1-0. Interesting.
Man, I don't know about you, Calvin, but warming up in the outfield today, doing some tossing, I could tell that it was a travel day today.
Oh, yeah.
My body could feel that travel.
Tough day. We left at 9:15 this morning. Got here around 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock or so. Did he go? They're saying no, he didn't. Almost got him, too. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, it almost hit him.
Yeah, off day vibes or travel day vibes. We get here around 2 o'clock, roll up to the field. We didn't know we were playing until 3. No, we wasn't sure. It had been raining all day long.
There was a good chance we weren't going to play. I mean, they turned the field around. It was pretty bad when we got here.
2-0's hacked at a miss. Big hack there.
Ryan almost got that.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go yard there. 2 balls, 1 strikes. So we get here to the field at 4 o'clock or so. Have to wait on the cages because the Oilers didn't hit on the field either.
Uh-huh.
So just kind of an awkward day. So to see us get out to a 1-0 start early, whether it's because of us or because of some errors from the Oilers, it doesn't matter. 2-1 is popped into the air over first base side. Shimashita calling everybody off and puts it away for out number 2.
So did you give a rundown to the people about where we were staying?
Oh, they don't know this. We're staying in a bingo hall. That's the best way I can put it.
No, it's a bingo hall. They got like little quarters behind the bingo hall, some They're not even rooms. It's
They're
just
like bunkers almost.
bunkers.
Yeah.
With like 2 pairs of bunk beds in each room. But
With 4 lockers for all of us to put our stuff in.
I'll tell you what though, that bed was pretty comfortable.
The bed's comfortable and it's going to be dark, which I'm very proud of.
Pitch black in there.
2 outs. First pitch swinging is Austin Young, who comes up not empty, but foul tipped it for strike 1, 0-1.
So I have a little inside information right here. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Austin Young, I think, will be doing the laundry tonight.
Really? Wow. What happened?
So he was down in the bullpen during the national anthem, and with about 10 seconds left in the bullpen, started to jog down to the dugout. And I think that landed him on the...
What a bad look.
Yeah, I think that landed him on the laundry list. I got insider information from Coach Beck himself that it's probably what we're going to see. Anyone in the chat?
Yeah, we got 16, but the camera says it's good, but the feed itself is in horrific shape.
Well, why is that? Let me see.
I don't know. See what I'm saying?
Interesting, because we have green on there.
Yeah, we do. It says we have good service. We may just have to let it ride out for a minute.
Might just have to keep on keeping on, huh?
Hopefully something happens. 2-1 is hit to the right side. Over there to get it is Braun. Brown. Who did I say? Yeah, Jake Brown puts it away for out number 3. So Young flies out to right to end the inning, but not before the Chinooks get 1. It's 1-0. We head to the bottom of the first. Step aside, see if we can figure this out for you.
Over to his computer. Leading off for the Peninsula Oilers, number 8, James Shimashita.
So leadoff double for James Shibashita off Harrison Clifton. Trying to see what we can do here for the stream being a little laggy for you guys. I almost wonder if it is the computer itself, so we'll have to figure it out as we go along. Which if it is, that's all right. We'll just do what we always do. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jacob Shaver. Clifton checks his runner Shimashita at first, and it's in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-0. I think we're good. It just keeps doing this. Looks like we may have got it fixed, to be totally honest. I think we're good now. I don't know. I think it has something to do with my case being on there. 2 balls, no strikes. Clifton checking his runner. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled back. 2-1. Clifton, the Richmond Spider, out there on the mound again for the Chinooks tonight. Austin's mom is in the chat. You'd be happy to know. And Austin's mom said she taught Austin well, so everyone's laundry should be good.
Good. Good.
So I think we're in good hands.
I hope he uses fabric softener too.
I do too.
Because
I need that. 2 balls,
Yeah.
1 strike. Nobody out. Let's see if Clifton can get out of this. That ball in the dirt. Good block by Young, and he's doing everything he can to make sure those pants are dirty before he washes them tonight. 3-1. Leadoff runner on second with a double. Makes it nobody out or runner on second. Here, 3-1 count to the 2-hole hitter, who lifts that one to right over there to get it. Kelly having to retreat back. He's still going back and puts it away. Shimashita tags from second. It'll move up to third. So now 1 away, runner on third here in the first inning.
Now batting, number 1, Shun Sakino.
Shun Sakino steps in. Sakino, the second baseman.
the music's loud. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I believe the music is right in our face.
Mm-hmm. Well, the grandstand smells like brand new wood, so
Yeah, it smells like it smells awesome.
I can
Looks
tell you
like
why, because it is brand
it
new
is
wood.
brand new wood. First pitch to
Right there. Good pitch.
Shunski's is strike. It's 0-1. Good breaking ball by them. We don't even need to have that up there. So good to have you up here tonight. What day are you pitching, Timmy?
I don't know. Couldn't even tell you.
Well,
This
you
is a
pit-
conversation we had pregame.
So you started
Coach
2
Beck.
days ago. So would that be maybe Sunday?
I honestly, I couldn't even tell you. I believe I'm down for today, and then I don't think we even know who's starting tomorrow.
That's not a good sign. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
We're gonna sweep Kenai though. I can feel it.
Austin's mom said he even knows that Don Jessup gets all the stains out. That ball's hit on the ground to second, so that's going to score a run. The throw from Maddox Ryan to Matheson is a good one, so 2 away, but an RBI ground out for Shunsi Sakino.
You know what they say? If it's good for the Ducks, it's good for me.
I don't even know what that means, to be quite honest.
You've never seen the Dawn commercials where they clean the ducks that have oil all over them?
Oh, sort of.
Yeah.
Interesting
Yeah.
walk-up song for,
Well, we know one thing is that this kid watches TikTok. So
yeah, Noah Hiddings, the TikTok star, stands in from the right side with 2 away.
I actually spoke to this kid before the game. I told him his uniform was really cool.
That's
Because
cool.
it is cool.
Haley Holland is in the chat from Yuba City, California as well.
Hi.
Haley Holland, I'm not going to make any assumptions, but could be somebody's girlfriend, a sister, some sort of relative. She looks like she could be around our age. 1 ball, no strikes. It's outside. It's ball 2, 2-0.
How you doing today, Haley Holland? All right.
So 2 outs in the inning, 2 balls, no strikes. 1-1's our score here in the first.
Foul ball.
Foul
That's
check.
interesting.
From Hiddings is a foul ball. My handwriting's just been terrible today. I didn't even try when I was writing.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get it down.
Well, I can keep you accountable on that. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I would
I'll keep you
appreciate that.
accountable.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. The pitch from Clifton's upstairs. It's ball 3, so 3-1 here in the first. feel like we're all in the same room here broadcasting.
I know. I mean, technically, I think we are.
We kind of are.
There's no doors.
3 balls, 1 strike. Clifton's 3-1, lifted up out of play. Nowhere to watch a foul ball go. We had a good one the other day you missed.
Did I really?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Probably because I started that game, I'd assume.
Yeah, you did.
Were you up here by yourself the other day?
Yeah, whole game. It's been a while since I've done that, so.
Was that fun?
It was all right. It's okay.
Just
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That ball's lifted to left. Good swing there by Hinnings. Is going to drop in there for a hit. Takes that big turnaround first. He's going to go for 2.
Oh,
what an idea. He's gone by a mile. Good throw. The umpire's emphatic out. I thought was going to punch Hinnings in that. So
watch out now.
Out number 3. So a single and a good throw there by our left fielder, Alexander Saunier.
Zan the Great
ends the inning. 1-1's our score. We head to the second here in this one. So top 2 about to get underway. Calvin Johnson alongside Timmy Watkins tonight. I just lost my pen, found it. Thanks. 1-1's our score. A couple of interesting ways for runs, too. Error, walk, hit by pitch, and then a fielder's choice brought in a run for the Chinooks. Double fly out, then an RBI ground out. Is how the Oilers found themselves on the board. And now second inning gets underway, and the double-named Maddox Ryan stepping in. Ryan leading off the second inning has found himself at second base tonight as the first pitch to him is in there for strike 1. Penn State, Harrisburg, Nittany Lion.
Yep. That's him.
That is him.
He's him.
What do you think we're doing for dinner? Sorry, it's wrong, different question.
No, you're good. So, I'm going to be honest with you. I heard rumblings of chicken tenders.
Really?
That was from Tybeck himself. Now,
chicken tenders.
So he could have been messing with me. Chicken tenders from where? Who knows? I don't know, though. You know what I would like is to try out that Buckets place.
Oh, yeah, that looks awesome. 1-1 is downstairs to make it 2-1. There's a sign you can't really make out. It's just below the scoreboard to the right of this restaurant called Buckets that has an awesome burger on it.
A behemoth of a burger.
Yeah, I would love to eat that burger. 2 balls, 1 strike.
How smart it would be to eat that pregame?
Not sure.
Yeah.
2-1's cut on a miss, so 2-2. My mouse is doing strange things today. I don't know why it's doing these things. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Max Ryan had a single last game. 2-2 to him is strike 3 looking. The first strikeout of the game for Knowlton Clark.
Brought to you by TCOB Oilfield Services, taking care of business.
So out number 1 is a strikeout of Maddox Ryan, and Alec Beeman, the UT Martin shortstop, stands in here in the second.
Number 7, Alec Beeman.
Beeman looking to get off the schneid a little bit here in this one as that ball's hit on the ground to short. Over to pick it up is Becker, who tosses over to Shimashita for out number 2. So quickly 2 away here in inning number 2. Can't ask for much more. Do we want to ask more questions about some of our listeners? Do we have any more questions?
Now back for the Chinooks, number 14, William.
If you're just a fan, as some say they are, we want to know how you got connected to the Chinooks. Is it somebody in the family? Is it so? How did you get connected to this YouTube page? So 2 outs here in the inning brings up Will Kelly, the right fielder. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1-0.
You know that Stephen Piscotty played here?
Really?
Yeah. And,
JD Drew did as well.
Mm-hmm.
JD Drew was an Oiler.
I met JD Drew.
Did you really? 1 ball, no strike.
Florida State JD Drew, right?
I believe so. Left ball's hit out to left by Kelly, who puts away out number 3.
He was drafted first overall, was he not? Right?
I would assume. So 3 outs there quickly. 1, 2, 3 go the Chinooks. We head to the bottom of the second. We'll step aside for just a minute.
Huh.
Not sure what that was about. Everybody missed it. It's unfortunate.
Okay, so I guess that... Was that not the music?
No, that was our car on the road.
Oh, all right.
So you guys missed it. So since there's no crowd mic tonight, there was... I'm not sure how to explain it. Somebody just revving their tires.
I guess they were either coming to a quick stop or starting quickly.
I don't know. Bottom 2 about to get underway. 1-1's our score. Oh my gosh. I am terrible at writing today. Jake Brown stepping in to lead off the second. Been a while since the Oilers and Chinooks have faced off against each other. Just about 3 weeks ago, the last time these two saw each other. First pitch from Clifton, swinging, and it goes through the netting. Back into the parking lot, strike 1, 0-1. Clifton back out there for his second inning of work. Might see him twice in this 5-game series. Chinooks are playing 8 in a row as well. No balls, 1 strike is outside, 1-1. 8-game stretch in 8 days. 5 here against the Oilers. Then 2 more following this. Back at home. We played Anchorage in Anchorage, and then a home game next Wednesday. 1-1's upstairs to make it 2-1. Chinooks still without a hit. 2 balls, 1 strikes. 1 strikes. There's only 1 strike, not 1 strikes.
Strikes, plural.
Now strikes. 2 strikes, plural. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two count. Nobody out.
Ball's hit on the ground over to Beeman. Beeman picks it up off the rocky infield, throws it over to Matheson. Good throw. 1 out. 6-3 put out to begin the second inning.
We got another TikToker.
Yeah, so another TikTok song in the playlist of music. Cole Jordan.
I wonder if they chose these or if these were chosen for them.
Oh, that's a good question.
I'd assume they chose them.
I would assume.
Well,
But that's a very obscure song.
We played a school, and they had, like, oh, wow.
The ball's ripped over to Lawrence at third, who puts it away. So good reflexes by Lawrence to record an out on a line drive by Cole Jordan here for the second out of the inning. Jerry Nix steps in here with 2 away in the inning. Nick's the catcher for this Oilers squad tonight. The Yankees have recorded 60 wins on the season already.
Yeah, and Judge has 30 home runs, does he not?
30 dingoes. 2 balls here in the inning. That ball's in there for strike 1, 0-1.
What do you think? You think Judge gets to 60 home runs?
I don't know, man.
I don't think so.
The Yankees just played their. You know, it's funny. I'm a big Yankees fan, so I know this. They played their 82nd game last night of the season, and he hit his 30th home run. So he is technically on pace for 60 exactly. So if we know anything about baseball, he just won't. He won't reach 60. I would guess 50 probably. One ball or no balls, two strikes.
What did he hit his
2 outs.
rookie year? Was it 52?
51 or 52, yeah. Lulu Schultz is listening from Norman, Oklahoma. Lulu, one of my Young Life.
Okay.
One of the middle schoolers that goes to Young Life back at home for me.
Awesome.
0-2 was a good pitch. The whole field thought that was strike 3, but the umpire didn't think the same thing. They had everybody trotting off the field. Good pitch by Clifton on the outside corner, but to no avail. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Try it again. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error here in the second. Scoreboard's already filled up for the Oilers. The ball set on the ground over to Beeman, so he's got another opportunity. Ball hopped up on him. Good play to stick with it and throws on to first for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go both sides here in the second inning of this one. We head to the third. It's 1-1. Top of the third, the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks took a lead back in the first. That was followed up at the bottom of the first, 1-1. Chinooks actually still haven't had a hit. Of course, we're only 2 innings into the game, so it would be nice to get one. We're one time through the lineup. No hits for the Chinooks to this point, but they have scored a run.
Tell you what, this does not feel very sturdy. Everything's shaking.
No, the press box. I've got faith. I got full faith.
Leading off for the Chinooks, number 8.
Who are you sharing a bunk bed with?
Me and Patty are bunking together.
Okay.
Patty McKerman.
You, Patty, Maddox, and Beeman?
Yeah, good room. Should have been you.
Yep.
Should have been you.
I got slighted out of there.
Yeah, I agree. You could have hopped in,
Not
honestly.
sure how that happened.
I don't either.
Not sure how that happened, but I'm happy with my room.
So we have fans from California, Oklahoma, and Chugiak, Alaska listening right now.
Hi,
I'm sure
fans.
more from earlier. First pitch to the leadoff hitter Ben Weaver is a strike, 0-1. Weaver went yard in his last game. Opposite field home run, no less. 0-1 to him is breaking ball in the dirt, 0-2. Or 1-1. 0-2, 1-1, not the same thing at all.
Nope, not at all.
Josh Donaldson hit a grand slam for the Yankees today. A former member of the Fairburn Fire.
Fairbanks Fire, yeah.
Fairbanks Fire, who are now the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks.
Yeah. You know, for a split second there, I thought that you were going to say that Josh Donaldson was in the chat, and I was about to get really excited.
That would be incredible if he was in the chat.
Josh Donaldson is now in the chat. He says he's a huge fan of our work.
That would be sick. I would probably never broadcast again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Weaver is a breaking ball that doesn't break. 2-2.
It's interesting that your response to being told by a professional baseball player, like you're doing a great job, is that you would hang him up right there.
Well, go out on a high.
I get that. Okay.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Weaver is way outside. Nearly to the backstop. 3-2.
Just a bit outside.
There's a fan behind me, and I hesitated to turn it on earlier.
Yeah, I'm sure it would.
Air is stagnant, though. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good at bat from Ben Weaver, who has typically good at bats, and that one's fouled back as well, so we'll have to do it again here.
Did I tell you about my sleep findings the other night?
Yeah, but I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
No, I don't believe
Well, I
it.
got 5 minutes of REM sleep last night in about 4 hours.
That's good. I mean, that's better than 0.
Yeah.
You only slept for 4 hours. Full count is
Well,
lifted to center. We'll have to tell about the story in a minute. For center fielder falls down. He's going to get there. He won't. So he's going to drop in for a single. Center fielder raced back and then realized quickly that he had to come forward. As he comes forward, he slips, and the ball drops in. So an odd way for the first single of the game.
so I did get more than 4 hours of sleep last night. Here's what happened: is I went to bed around 9 o'clock last night because I was tired, and then I woke up like in the middle of the night, like around like 3 or 2 or something, and for some reason turned off my sleep tracker. I don't know why, but I was looking at it at like 2 o'clock in the morning because I thought it was like 8 a.m.
Interesting.
Yeah.
First pitch to Sonia swung at and missed. 0-1.
There's some kids playing a baseball game in the batting cage down there. It doesn't look safe.
With a real baseball?
With a real baseball.
Oh, and a bat. That's scary. Runner goes. That's Sonia. The throw is a good one by Nix, and he got him. Good throw there by Nix. Jerry Nix gets Ben Weaver for the first out of the inning. Good throw there. So now 1 away, and Sonia's in a 1-1 count. Missouri Western State catcher back there. Ball 2 to Sonia. Nice. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That one's downstairs. So ball 3, so things complicating here in this Sonia at bat. Lot of pitches here through 2 innings and a third for Knowlton Clark out there on the mound. Let's see if he can get one going here. 3-1's lifted down the left field line, foul.
That's a ball brought to you by Wild Bill and Angie.
So full count, 1 out. Here in the 3rd inning. That ball's fouled back to the screen, so we'll have to do it again.
And the 3-2 pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. I got sent a very interesting video as that ball's fouled back. Oh, I was talking about this the other day. So instead of fireworks, sometimes in Alaska, they
that's my host mom really wanted me to go.
yeah
to
they
that.
just send that off.
Mhm.
They send that off the edge.
Yep, my host.
It's pretty cool.
My host mom really wanted me to go to that.
What did we do? Oh, we went camping.
You went camping.
You didn't go.
No, I did not go.
You should have went.
Well, I thought I was doing.
Counts outside ball 4.
I thought I was doing the right thing by resting up, but in hindsight, it doesn't really even matter.
So Sonia's aboard for his 2nd walk of the game. And it'll bring up Jack Lawrence, who was hit by a pitch.
All right, let's put a wager. What are we willing to bet the Jack gets hit here?
I wouldn't put much money on it, but I would say he gets hit fairly quickly. He got hit his last game as well.
And he got hit in the first at bat. Oh, the ball's away. Oh, not too far.
Pickoff attempt goes away. Long hold by Clark. First pitch to Lawrence is in there for strike 1, 0-1. Pickoff attempt by Knowlton Clark. Good dig over there first by Shimashita. keep it in front of him. It's back in safely as Alexander Saunier. Saunier could be off at any moment. 0-1, fouled back. If there was no screen, it might have got to our feet. 0-2.
I was ready for it. Anticipating it.
If you haven't yet, check out the Chinooks on Instagram.
Check me out. I'm on there.
Patty McCormick has the takeover today.
I feel like Patty is always running that Instagram.
Yeah, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Lead over there by Saunier. He goes. Runner goes. Ball's upstairs. Good throw by Nix. Got him again. So 2 outs here in the inning off a caught stolen base of second. Nick, back-to-back runners, has gunned him out so quickly. 2 away. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs.
Yeah. Not sure if you guys heard that.
Ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That breaking ball's upstairs. Yeah, that. Oh, Timmy, you got a little feature on the Instagram today.
I know.
That's
yeah.
cool.
I
2
did a
balls,
bullpen
2
review.
strikes, 2 outs. Deuces are wild here in inning number 3. 1-1's our score.
Yeah, that was.
Lawrence swings and misses. The ball gets away from the catcher. The throw gets him. So record that as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout as we head to the bottom of the third. Still 1-1 here in the Peninsula.
This is our center fielder's or our right fielder's walk-up song.
Casey Burnham steps in.
This song is so good.
Best walk-up song ever, according to Timmy Watkins. As the
That
first
or,
pitch is strike 101.
I would say that's probably one of my favorite walk-up songs ever, or "Desperado" by Rihanna.
That's a good one. God's Gonna Cut You Down by Johnny Cash. Really good one.
It's overplayed.
0-1 downstairs, 1-1.
It's so overplayed.
He loves the Boston Red Sox. He definitely does. So we bet dinner over who wins.
Casey Burnham, 8-hole, so 8-9-1 here in the bottom of the third of this 1-1 game as Burnham swings and misses at strike 2, 0-2, 1-2. Burnham, the center fielder for this Oilers team, had a bit of a fall
This series.
last half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the Yankees are ahead 1-0 so far.
That ball's flipped up out of play, so count stays put at 1-2. Sun kind of coming out of the clouds out there, making the field look very pretty.
6-5, Yankees won.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out in the inning. Harry sets, fires a breaking ball in. It's lifted to left. Coming in to get it, Saunier. Beeman out there, but Saunier calls him off for out number 1. So fly out to the left fielder to begin here in inning number 3. Walk-up song's getting better as the lineup goes along. As the 9-hole hitter Trey Becker steps in. Good walk-up song.
Yes, I agree.
Clifton comes set, gets the sign, turns, kicks, and fires. First pitch in. Then Becker fouls back up towards the press box. 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in third. 1-1's our score. That one's outside. Ball 1. Evening the count up. What'd you have for lunch today, Timmy? Did you just have that sandwich, or did you eat anything else? No, you had mac and cheese with me. That's right.
Yep, we had a whole event together with that mac and
Oh
cheese.
my gosh, we had mac and cheese with knives, like plastic knives. That ball's lifted to right. Kelly's racing over. Is that going to stay fair? It will. All the way to the wall it's going to go. Good job by Kelly to corral it as he gets it in quickly, and that's a Trey Becker double here with 1 out in the inning.
Well, I feel like now's a good time to ask the fans if
Yeah.
ask them.
So there's about 17 of you, and I'd love for everybody to interact.
No, let me
You go ahead and
let me
ask.
tell it. So, we make the microwavable like
Kraft or whatever.
Kraft mac and cheese or whatever, in the little cup. And Calvin, I look over and he takes a slice of bread and puts macaroni and cheese on just a piece of bread, folds it in half and starts eating it. Now, everyone there was like, that is gross. Like, what are you doing? And he claimed that's a strike. Should be a strike.
Yeah, top of the lineup, James Shimashita standing in, looks at ball 1. That looked like strike 1 anyways.
But he called it ball. That's great. And he said this is normal. No one agreed with him. Can we get some input? Do you guys think that macaroni on cheese on just a slice of bread, not toasted, just a plain slice of bread, is normal?
Yeah, I'd like to know if you guys think that maybe not even if it's normal, but it seems acceptable.
If
Deemed
it's
acceptable. That is a
acceptable.
huge fly. That ball got
there's
away.
Another one right there. All right, that was possibly the worst way to try to kill it. I got it. I got this.
Nope, 2 balls, no strikes. That ball got away from the catcher, moved the runner up to third here with 1 out in the inning. Got him. Good job by Timmy Watkins here in the press box getting that abnormally large fly. As that ball's in the dirt, Young, good block. Now, why are you doing it that way?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out.
So fans, yeah, if you could please just let us know in the comments.
Is
what you
eating
think.
mac and cheese on a piece of bread acceptable? Yes or no?
My answer is a strong no.
Everyone else agreed with you, which was fine, but we didn't have any spoons. We had knives only, like plastic knives to eat this mac and cheese with.
I ate it with a knife and it was fine. I mean, it's a 2-1 count, is it not?
No, it was ball 4. Shimashita walks, so now runners on the corners with 1 away, so double play could get him out of the inning without allowing a run.
Now batting number 14, Jacob Shaver.
I just don't see a world where this kid willingly chose this as a walk-up song.
Jacob Shaver steps in. If the bread, Haley Holland chimes back in.
Okay.
If the bread was toasted,
See,
then yes, that is good.
Haley, that's where my mind was, but it wasn't toasted.
It was wheat bread. Greg's asking. It was wheat bread. Runners on first and third. Shaver's up, who flew out to right his first time up, moving that runner to third before he came around to score next
Now,
batter.
Greg, I don't personally, I don't see the relevance. Well, it
was wheat bread.
It was wheat bread, but Haley, that's a great question. A great point.
It was not toasted.
It was
It
not
just
toasted, which in my opinion makes it worse. Now, do you agree with that?
all I had to eat today was a couple of that balls.
Oh, you got
pick off attempts. You got to get them. Let's see if they can get him in a rundown. Runner between first and second. Runner creeping in from third. Let's see if he goes. Just racing him back to first. So no out is recorded there. So still runners on the corners here with 1 out in the inning. No out there here with 1 out in the inning. Third inning, 1-1 game. Should have had an out there somewhere, but still no harm. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner goes. That ball's bunted. It looked like it was some sort of safety squeeze.
They're trying to cause some havoc on the base pass, trying to manufacture some sort of run.
Yeah, they are. So the bread had to have been toasted
I
for
agree.
it to be deemed good, which is fine. But it wasn't toasted because, I mean, again, we're living in a bingo hall, so there's not much kitchen appliances for us to use there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Let's see if that runner over there at first, James Shimashita, tries to go again.
It's just,
Pick up a tip.
I think you gotta draw a line.
Haley
somewhere.
said that is a little. I don't understand how that's weird, but when it's toasted, it's just normal.
Because maybe toasted, I'm thinking grilled cheese, grilled macaroni and cheese, but just a slice of bread.
We didn't have options.
Eat it just macaroni and cheese then, you know?
Oh, with my knife,
Yes.
it was way better with the bread.
All right then.
Greg agrees with me, so I like that. That ball's flipped up out of play. So 1 and 2, runners still at the corners here with 1 out in the third.
It's just the line has to be drawn somewhere. First, you're gonna put it on bread. Next, what you're gonna do? You're gonna be crushing up Oreos, putting it in there. Who knows?
Now, see, that's just ridiculous. A lot of Oreos, but I didn't have one today. I decided to wait. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strikeout would be huge here.
Now, is he whittling a stick down there? The kid in the floral shirt.
I'm not sure. Pickoff attempt by Clifton, not in time. 1-1's our score at the moment. Runners on the corners for the Oilers here with 1 away in the inning. I believe that might be what he's doing, which is problematic for some. Long hold by Clifton, keeping his runner at first. That ball's chopped on the ground to the left side, foul. Mr. Bartow has chimed into the chat as well, so good to see you're here. Mrs. Bartow says mac and cheese on bread is a gluten and dairy nightmare, which I can't agree more. 1 and 2, 1 out. Long hold by Clifton before the pickoff. He is back in standing. And then Mr. Bartow says spaghetti on bread's a different story.
For the better?
I would assume. I just don't know if that's true or not, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll try this again. 1-2. It seems like we've been in this at bat for a long time. 1 and 2. The pitch is hit up the middle. It's going to sneak on through for a base hit. RBI single for Jacob Shaver, and the Oilers take the lead. It's 2-1.
Coming to the plate for the Oilers, number 1, Shun Sekino.
Sakino had that RBI ground out back in the first, which got them on the board. RBI single there has put him up 2-1 here in the third. Sakino squares like he was gonna bunt, but pulls back. Looks at strike 1, 0-1. I've seen a lot of that this summer. A lot of pulled back bunt attempts that are strikes.
Yeah, it's happened so much.
And it makes me wonder if they like. I question because it is I wouldn't say it's a good time to bunt, but it's deemed acceptable time to bunt for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we pulling back on a strike? That ball's swung on and missed, so 0-2.
Kind of defeats the purpose of bunting. If
I
you're just
agree.
gonna-
You're not supposed to bunt at balls. You bunt at strikes, and when you look at a strike after you try to bunt at it, it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, it's you know.
So 1 out. Runners on first and second. Here's the 0-2, and it's lifted to left center. Over there to get it is Saunier, calling everybody off. So out number 2 is recorded as the runners retreat back to their respected bases.
It's turning out to be a beautiful day here.
Yeah, it is.
Sun's out now.
Now batting for the Oilers, number 24, Noah Henning.
Noah Henning steps in, the TikTok star as mentioned before.
Dan, did you get your hot dog and
Have you ever listened to that song all the way through?
It's early.
Yeah.
It gets like really explicit.
you know when
Yeah, I agree. Henning had a single his first time around, looking to do the same here in the third. 2 outs, times called.
Who's hot
I had
dogs?
a bison and cheese dog at
Do you ever find your wallet?
No, my wallet's gone. I lost my wallet the other day. I'm almost positive it's in the van.
Somewhere in the van?
I would assume, but I've looked almost everywhere. That ball's hit on the ground to the left side. Is that going to get through? Good job by Beeman to keep it on the infield. Transfer is dropped, so he's going to reach safely, but I think if that ball gets through, they might try to send that
Yeah,
runner.
I think the ball gets through, they send him, but I also think that he's going to be safe at first regardless. So
Yeah. So, single, no harm, no foul. Bases loaded.
23, Jake Brown.
As Jake Brown steps in. Brown 0 for 1 with a ground out.
Walk-up's on for Jake on here.
A hot dog and a Coke would be really nice right now. Just a little bit. 2 outs, bases loaded here in the third. That first pitch is hit on the ground over to Beeman. Beeman keeps it up and tosses it over to second for out number 3. But not before the Oilers get another one across. 2-1's our score. We head to inning number 4 here from Kenai. Hayden Keller steps in here in the 4th. Chinooks down 2-1 here to start this 4th inning. Fielder's choice for Keller his first time up as he looks at ball 1-0. Could be here a long time with this strike zone.
yeah, it's we got a little movement down in the bullpen, but not movement as in us pitching. I guess someone's doing some mound work. Who is that? Is that James?
I would assume it's James. Yeah, that's absolutely James.
He can't stand still.
No, he can't. Is that so? You can't tell on the stream. This is one of the better looking bullpens from over here. That ball's
It's one of the worst bullpens I've ever seen. in my
3-0. But is there a backrest for the?
For the seat back
Yeah.
there? No, it's just the netting behind it. Oh my gosh, the mound is.
So 3 balls, no strikes, nobody out as that ball is outside. So a walk for Keller to start off the 4th.
4-pitch walk to start the inning off. It's a nice start. So Keller has worked his way from being a pitcher to hitting 4-hole for us.
How about that, huh?
How about that?
Story dreams are made of.
Yeah.
Pickoff attempt was kind of ugly to start this one. Back in sliding is
Not too much heart.
Hayden Keller.
Not too much heart in that pickoff attempt. Jumping off the pole.
Nobody out. Leadoff runner over there at first. Clark's pitch, here it comes, is a strike, and they're 0-1 to Ryan Matheson. Matheson taking yet again, which is shocking. I'm going to turn that fan on. Let's see how loud it gets. 1 balls, 1 strike to Matheson. I would imagine it gets fairly loud. It's not terrible. Does the job for sure. Moves some air around in here. 0-1's a ball, so 1-1. Keller gets his lead from first. That ball's lifted to left. Racing back as the left fielder Henning. Still looking up, but that ball's way gone. What a swing by Matheson. As Matheson gets into one to left field and puts it into the trees to make it a 3-2 game.
That's something you love to see.
Boy, that ball was crushed to left.
I might need to send that to my coach at Sanford.
That was impressive, to say the least.
I was looking down, if I'm going to be honest. I didn't see it.
It's okay. That ball was hit a long ways. The left fielder didn't move. So I was kind of questioning if it was going to get out of here. Off the bat, I was like, that ball's gone.
Yeah. So is the fan to cool down your laptop?
The fan's to cool down the laptop now.
So just like that, Chinooks take the lead.
Yeah, so Chinooks take the lead. It's 3-2 after the 2-run home run by Ryan Matheson.
What I would do right now for some sort of food.
I agree. 1-0 home to Austin Young's outside to make it 2-0.
Just a tap off. Good eye there by Austin.
Oh, good. It did. It had been kind of glitching because it was hot, but it did get full. No glitchiness on Matheson's homer, which is good. So 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out. That ball in there for strike 1. It's 2-1. Ryan Matheson's 3rd home run of the season. The ABL average and hits leader to this point. 2 balls, 1 strike to Young. Here it is, and that's upstairs. 3-1. Young back from a sickness. Good to see him back in action here for the Chinooks. Played the other day as well.
Got a couple hits in that game, too.
Yeah, he did. Came back, pinch hit actually, and immediately an RBI single, then a single right after that, and right there is a walk. So a 3-1 walk here with nobody out in the inning. Guys kind of getting loose down there, just a little bit of movement in that Oilers.
Yeah, just, I guess, doing a little courtesy warm-up, courtesy stretch, I'm sure. I'll tell you what, Calvin. I hate hearing my own voice on...
I know. I just was making sure no one can hear the fan, and if they can, I don't care.
Yeah.
Can't even really hear it there. Maddox Ryan steps in. Ryan squares around a bunt. He misses. The throw back to first is offline. Hustling back to first after the missed bunt was Young. Nix tried to get him going back and throws it into right, which allows Young to move up to second.
Man, Austin's getting his pants so dirty. Little does he know he's going to have to wash them later, huh?
He's got no clue. Ryan's grandma is watching back home on the stream and is apparently going nuts after that home run.
Ryan's grandma, your grandson is an amazing kid.
Great guy. I think we all kind of have an idea of where he's going to school next year, too, but we're not going to say on the air. First pitch swinging is Maddox Ryan, or I guess second pitch because he...
You're learning. You're catching on.
Yeah. I'm learning to bite my tongue. I've gotten not in trouble, but...
I want him to come to Sanford with me. I'm trying hard.
Are you really?
I want him to. I've sent his stuff out to the coach. He seemed interested. He hasn't reached out to Ryan. Little does he know the window's closing.
Should we send him my brother's stuff, too? Memphis called my brother yesterday. 0-1 is fouled back. 0-2.
Your brother's going to come here at some point this summer. Right?
Yeah, he'll be here for a couple of games, so you get to meet him.
When does your brother graduate? This next year?
Yeah, 2023. Yeah.
2023. Is he primarily what position?
So he plays third. I've been dying for that kid to play first forever. He's a really good third baseman. He pitches as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ryan outside, 2-2.
Well, one of my roommates is going to be our third baseman at Sanford. He just transferred from Georgia Tech. So See how that goes.
Are you guys living on campus?
No.
No? I didn't think so. 2 balls,
Costs
2 strikes.
a lot to live on campus at Sanford.
Same with Masters. That
Yeah.
breaking ball's upstairs. Matheson struck out looking his last time in there, so full count now to Matheson here in the 4th inning.
Maddox.
Did I call him Matheson Ryan? Maddox Ryan. Breaking ball or fastball's upstairs, so Maddox Ryan is aboard with a walk here with still nobody out in the inning. No movement down there in that Oilers pen either. Alec Beeman stepping in, 8-hole hitter in this Chinooks lineup. Pitching coach is going to come out and talk to Knowlton Clark out there on the mound. Yankees are 60-23.
I said it once and I'll say it again. The things I would do for food right now.
I know, man. Do you have your wallet?
Nope. Nope.
Oh, it's not good.
I don't.
I am hungry.
How much do you think a hot dog costs here?
I don't know. I'm almost wondering. I'm going to say this quietly so they don't hear me. I'm almost wondering if we'll get one later. I doubt it.
Dude, I know James has his wallet. Might have to run down there.
Text him.
True.
Alec Beeman stepping in as the long mound visit is finally over. Beeman grounded out his first time up and nobody out here in the inning. I would almost wonder if we have a bunt. Beeman does square around to bunt very early. The pitch from Clark is
It's a great
bunted
bunt.
down to third. Good
Goes to
job.
third.
Runner checks runner at second but goes to first. So Beeman does his job successfully. 1 out in the inning. Runners on second and third now. Good job by Beeman there.
You can't draw it up any better than that.
You really can't. So a sack bunt moves runners into scoring position with 1 out for the 9-hole hitter Will Kelly. Seems like a long time. I know. What was it, like a week and a half ago that Will Kelly's family was here? It was the first pitch to him was the ball outside, 1-0.
Yeah, it seems like a decade ago.
Infield's in here in the 4th inning. 3-2 game. Chinooks are winning. 2-run home run and a fielder's choice is how the Chinooks have gotten on the board to this point.
Sent a text to James.
1 ball, no strikes. That ball's hit on the ground. What are we doing at second base? Is that
It's Maddox.
Maddox Ryan? I thought so. As soon as that ball was hit, immediately took off. The ball was hit pretty much at him. So infield back, I don't blame him at all. Infield in, shortstop just turned around and tagged him out. So now runners on the corners with 2 away. Runner stayed put at third, and a fielder's choice for Will Kelly's second at bat. Ben Weaver steps in, the leadoff hitter of the Chinooks lineup, here for the 3rd time in just 4 innings. Weaver had a single his last time that was caught stealing almost immediately. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Let's see if Weaver can come through. First pitch, a strike, 0-1.
My hip is killing me. Like,
Don't be afraid to get up and do some stretching. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That ball's hit on the ground to the right side.
man,
Weird hop. It's going to throw him out at first. Good job by the second baseman to keep it in front of him. So 4-3 put-out ends the inning, but not before Ryan Matheson leaves the yard to give the Chinooks the lead. It's 2-3 here in inning number 4. We head to the bottom of the 4th here in this one. Cole Jordan steps in, bottom 4. Chinooks are up here in this one, 3-2. Harrison Clifton back out there for his 4th inning of work. Time's called. We only have 2 umpires. Where our first base umpire went, we don't know. Our first base umpire is gone, so we're going to have to move our third base umpire over to first here in this one. We're still waiting here on this umpire. What is he doing? That's classic dad Instagram.
Does your dad have an Instagram?
My dad doesn't. My mom does. My
Neither of
my
mine
da- my dad does.
Not that I know of.
So I guess we're just going to start this inning with only 2 umpires. First pitch is
Just a bit low.
handcuffed him and just a tad low. Ball 1 to Cole Jordan. One 0 in there for strike 1, so count evening up at 1-1 here in 4th inning.
Now, who's that down in the bullpen? Are their hands up or are they just? Oh, okay, never mind. That's James. What am
James
I
is just stretching.
saying? It's just James.
1
being
ball,
James.
1 strike is outside to make it 2-1.
Man, oh man.
We were
Well-
just told that where we're staying used to be a place that supposedly, allegedly, is where they would hold dead people. Now, if I don't know if I believe it or not, the ball's lifted up in the air, coming in to get it. Lawrence calling everybody off and puts it away for out number 1. So a line out to third base and then a pop out to the third baseman. Both times Jordan has been put out by the third baseman.
Jack. So we got a load of food at our bingo hall. Just tons of food. We stocked up. People went crazy within like.
It was
30
kind of
seconds.
nuts.
It was a bit much. A bit much.
Well, we also didn't stop for food anywhere.
The mortuary.
Mortuary.
So-
I had to ask what that was, to be honest. First pitch is a strike, 0-1 to Jerry Nix, the catcher.
But we were there. I mean, we got the microwavable mac and cheese, as we talked about. People were taking tons of stuff back to their rooms, like stocking up as if like this is it, you know? We're not getting any more.
we needed to settle down. No balls, 1 strike to Nix. Clifton's pitch is flipped up out of play to the right, 0-2.
It was almost as if we had never seen food before.
Yeah, it was kind of much.
What's your first reaction, you know, though, when you see people stocking up? My first reaction was like, oh my gosh, I need to stock up too. But then I stopped myself and I realized the odds that this is all the food we're getting for the whole entire week it's not.
Yeah, we're going to be here
It's
for
impossible.
5 days. 0-2 to Nix, the breaking ball downstairs, 1-2.
It was a bit much.
I agree, and I think that was just, again, everybody not eating, which I think might be something that happens all week long. Good thing is we have the van, so if we're really hungry, I'm sure we can go find somewhere to eat, especially with our 6 o'clock game times. 1-2 is in the dirt, 2-2.
Yeah, we definitely could have gone and eat.
I think we
somewhere.
still can. 6 o'clock game time, we'll get done 9,
Yeah.
9:30. I'm sure we'll have a little bit of time.
I'm hoping that this food is filling because
2-2 is swung on a miss. Good pitch there by Clifton. Clifton's first strikeout in this one, almost halfway through the second time through the lineup. 2 outs here in inning number 4. Brings up Casey Burnham.
Now batting. Center fielder number 4, Casey Burnham.
Burnham stepping in here in this 3-2 game.
So, why did Austin throw it to first base after the strikeout as opposed to third base? I've seen catchers do it. Is it just like based on the?
I think
preference?
it's based on where the hitter's
hand of.
So, for example, if he strikes out, now obviously with 2 outs, he won't do it. If he were to strike out Burnham, the lefty, he would throw it to the third baseman.
Yeah.
1-0. Did it
Almost
get him?
clipped
I didn't
Almost
just
clipped
miss him. 2 balls, no strikes.
Oh, almost fell back there in my chair.
What's the word on our food situation, Timmy?
I think I told you chicken tenders possibly.
I was
the
meaning
wrong
more so for our hot dogs. 2
Oh.
balls, no strikes.
word. I could run down there to the bullpen after this half inning.
If you'd like to, that'd be.
Is that what you'd like?
Yeah. It sounds like that's what you'd like too. I can ride solo for a little bit. 3 balls, no strikes.
Can you?
Just for a while.
I got to figure out how much hot dogs cost too.
3-0 is upstairs but called strike 1, so 3-1. Bad throw by Young. Made Clifton go get it from the dirt. So 3-1, 2 outs here in the inning. 3-1's upstairs for ball 4, so Burnham's on board with a 2-out walk here in the 4th. Trey Becker, who doubled his first time up, standing in, the 9-hole hitter for this Oiler team. Oilers Chinooks kind of battling it out here for that last playoff spot. Oilers have 2 more wins on the season than the Chinooks do.
I'm hoping for Kenai sweep.
A Kenai sweep would be nice. Pickoff attempt has got him. Good block there by Matheson, but he can't dig it out of the dirt. The throw over to second, not in time. So good job by Clifton to catch him off on his front foot. Matheson keeps it in front, but he can't dig it out enough to get him out at second. So runner moves up to second. So 2 away in the inning. Runner on second now.
Welcome to Jamrock.
First pitch
Just
to
a
Trey
bit up.
Becker is just up. It's 1-0.
Guess just a bit up. A scoreless inning here would be monumental. Huge.
I agree. Couldn't agree more.
Couldn't agree more.
9-hole hitter Becker at the plate. Harrison Clifton, mentioned earlier, the Richmond Spider on the mound. 1-0. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Is downstairs, so 2-0. Austin Young going out there to check on his pitcher.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Steve Lindsay asks in the chat, Calvin, does the whole ABL know that you require hot dogs to broadcast? I don't know. This is our first time here in Kenai. But if anywhere would give us a hot dog, this might be the place. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs.
Now, do any other places give you hot dogs?
Matt's, no. Actually, no. The only place that really gives me one, now I had some, actually, no, the Bucks gave me one time. They gave me that reindeer dog. 3-0s downstairs, so back-to-back walks to 8 and 9. And the lineup brings up the top of the order, James Shimashita for the Oilers. They gave me that reindeer dog. They gave me a real hot dog, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one was better?
I mean, the hot dog was good.
Number 8, James Shimashita.
Reindeer dog tasted more like just a regular bratwurst.
Really?
Yeah.
You want? What's that?
First pitch.
Oh.
Oh, first pitch to the leadoff hitters downstairs. They're going to go check. Chris Beck's going to go check on Clifton. Now, what for, I don't know. It may just be to settle him down. Back-to-back walks, then ball one to the next hitter is, something to just be alarmed of. The Oiler dog apparently has some sort of cheese on it, jalapeno cheese.
Jalapeno cheese.
Now, see, that sounds
I
incredible.
don't know if it's a hot dog. It might be sausage or something like that. We're going to figure it out.
Yeah, we're going to get to the bottom of this. An emphatic point from the umpire back up here to tell us how many mound visits he has left.
Thank you, Blue.
I don't know if anybody's keeping track of that. The only one keeping track of that is the umpire.
And is he even? Did he write it down?
No, he didn't even write it down. He just pointed.
So, I don't think anyone's keeping track of it.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs, 1-0 count is a ball upstairs. It's 2-0.
Ugh.
Shimashita walked his last time. That was the first of 3 walks, this time through the lineup for Clifton.
What on earth?
2 balls, no strikes. 2 away in the inning. That ball's down. It's 3-0. False, no strikes, 2 outs. 3-2 is our score. Chinooks are leading. Home run earlier on.
Son.
3-0 swinging, and it's fouled back to make it 3-1. This field seems kind of small compared to some of the other fields in this league.
Yeah.
I think it's only 387 to center. That ball Matheson hit was a towering drive out to left. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
3-1 is ripped to right. That's going to get down. Kelly's going to get it on a bounce. They're going to wave the runner in. Here's the throw. It's up the line. Throw not in time anyways, and the run's going to score to tie this thing up at 3 aside. RBI single for James Shimashita has this game tied back up at 3-3. So good job with 2 outs to get on base by the 8 and 9 hitter, and then the leadoff man comes through with the single here with 2 away. Jacob Shaver stepping in, 1 for 2. RBI double his last time up. I was told right before that pitch that only about 5 home runs a year here. Wind comes in off the ocean, so it makes the ball hard to get out. Big off attempt by Clifton, not in time. Long hold by Clifton. First pitch to Shaver is outside. Runner goes to second. They're going to get him in a rundown, but that run's going to score. Runner broke immediately, so they're going to try and get this guy out from first to second. Long pickle play. They're just going to run him down, but the run will score as he took off as soon as that throw was made by Young behind the plate. So 3 outs, but 4-3 now. The game take the lead. There was a 2-run inning there. So 4-3 is our score. Oilers are up. Here's we head to the 5th. Step aside for just a second. Here in this one. Top five, 4-3's our score. 2 runs for the Chinooks and 2 runs for the Oilers in this last inning has doubled our score to 4-3. Alexander Saunier set to lead off here in the 5th. Saunier's walked both times and was caught stealing his last time in. First pitch swinging is Saunier as he lifts that one down the left field line. Had a good look at it as the left fielder Hennings, but had no chance as it drops just shy of the tarp along the wall. So 0-1 to Zan. That ball's outside, making it 1-1, evening the count up here to the leadoff hitter here in this inning. One ball, one strike. It's outside, just missing. Good pitch. 2-1. Zan with a couple of singles a couple days ago. Chinook's last game. Single his first at bat, then a single in his last one as well. 2-1, nearly got him, or might have, as it might have clipped his ankle off the back side of it. That'll be a base runner here to start the inning. So good job out of Zan to reach base. Probably not the way he was expecting. And now Jack Lawrence steps in. Pick-off attempt at Zan over there first, not in time. So Young still getting more dirt on those uniforms for him to wash tonight. First pitch to Lawrence is a ball, 1-0. Lawrence has been hit by a pitch and struck out to this point here in this one. Not the fastest of pace games, about an hour and a half in as we are 2 batters into the 5th inning. Another check on Zan over there first. Nothing going. Oh, one's hit out to left. Over there to track it down is Hennings coming in a little bit, puts it away for out number 1. So not a bad swing by Lawrence, but he's retired here for the first out of the inning. Hayden Keller stepping in, the designated hitter. Reached base both times via a walk and a fielder's choice. Big hack by Keller on the first pitch, 0-1. Oh, one's a breaking ball outside, making the count 1-1 here in the 5th. 4-3 game. And over there first is Zan, staying put as that ball's flipped out of play to the left side. So 1-2 here with 1 out in the inning. Breaking ball nearly to the backstop. Good job there by Nix behind the plate to keep it in front. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in Kenai, 4-3 game. Waved at and missed by Keller, so strike number 3 to Hayden Keller. Clark's got himself another one, his third strikeout of the game, and now 2 outs in the inning. Barring something dramatic here, it looks like both starters will go through 5, which sets up the bullpen very nicely for this 5-game series. Ryan Matheson stepping in, homered his last time, so 2 away in the inning. He looks at strike 1, 0-1. That ball by Matheson was touched out to left. Zan over there at first. Matheson's 0-1. His check swung. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2. So 2 away in the inning. 2 strikes on Ryan Matheson. First baseman in this one. That's a good pitch just outside. 1-2. One-two to Matheson's a breaking ball. Didn't break much. 2-2 even in the count up. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in inning number 5. Four three's our score. Looks like James Aaron is loose and ready. Not sure if he's coming in or not. The ball's downstairs, so good at bat by Matheson here to work it full. Alexander Saunier over at first will be off on the pitch. Opportunity to drive in a run if he can find the gap out there. Time called, I would believe, by Matheson at home plate, so we'll have to do it again here. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Saunier at first, he'll go. The full count to Matheson is in the dirt and block, so a walk to Ryan brings up Austin Young. Masters University Mustang, the catcher on this Chinooks team, walked his last time up after flying out to right his first time. Eight-game stretch here for the Chinooks to really cut into that lead to find themselves in playoff contention again. First pitch in there for strike 1, 0-1. Nothing in one pitch is flipped out to right. It's going to get down. They're going to wave that runner from third. Here's the throw. Saunier can move. The throw's cut off, and they're going to get Matheson at third instead. So good job by the first baseman to realize that they weren't going to get him at home and got him out at third. Regardless, the run scores to make it 4-4. So an RBI single brings that run in from second base. We head to the bottom of the fourth, or bottom of the fifth. It's 4-4. Bottom 5 we go. New pitcher in for the Chinooks. So 5 innings of work, 4 runs allowed for, or 4 runs came in against Harrison Clifton. How many were earned, I'm not entirely sure. But he will depart with a no decision. He will get the win or loss. So James Arend is in to replace him here in the 5th inning of this one. Aaron's first task will be to face off against Jacob Shaver, who squares around a bunt but pulls back for ball 1. One 0 home from Aaron is in there for strike 1, 1-1. 'Good breaking ball by Aaron, just low. 2-1 now. Been a good one so far. 4 runs aside. They're 4.5. Just about over with this one. Halfway to this point. That ball's in the dirt from Aaron, so bad to worse. It's 3-1 here for the leadoff hitter. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the 5th inning. Shaver RBI double his last time up. As he fouls that one off his foot. Shaver was up last inning for the Oilers. Jeez. As there's a steal of second that was brought to a rundown, which allowed that 4th run to score for the Oilers in from 3rd. So 3-2, nobody out here in the 5th. That ball's downstairs. Did he go? Yes, he did. Ring him up. So strike 3. Schaefer doesn't agree, but the Chinooks sigh release. So an Aaron strikeout. Good call there by the umpire if you're a Chinooks fan. There's one out in the inning.
Now batting for the Oilers, number 1, Shun Sakino.
Shun Sakino steps in, 0 for 2 in this one, but does have an RBI. Kind of went from the left side, lefty on righty matchup, 0-0. Well, no, it's not a bad pitch, but in the dirt, 2-0. Just kind of had that RBI ground out to get the Oilers off and running through 4. Thought about it, but stays put. It's 3-0 now. One out here in the inning. Ball went to the backstop, but ball 4. So Sakino's aboard with 1 away in the inning, bringing up Noah Hennings, who's 2 for 2.
Now back to the Oilers, left fielder number 24, Noah Hennings.
Hennings with 2 singles to this point. Good time for a double play ball for Aaron. First pitch to Sakino's downstairs. It's ball 1. It's Noah Hennings at the plate. Sakino's on it first. Over there first, Aaron checks on him and back in safely. All natural field, no turf here in Kenai. So rain is a factor. Mentioned earlier, we were worried that we may not even get this game in with all the rain we'd been having. Runner goes from first. Throw by Young's not bad, but it's upstairs, allowing Sakino to get in there safely. So a stolen base for Shunsuke Sakino. Runner in scoring position with the one away in the inning. A 4-4 game here in the fifth. Go ahead runner out there on second for the Oilers. One on, one out. 1-1 count as that ball's lifted to right. Coming in to get it is Kelly. Runner's not tagging. Has to retreat back to the bag. So 2 away in the inning. Henning's retired for the first time in this one.
Now batting to the right fielder, number 23, Jake Brown.
Jake Brown steps in. 2 away in the inning as he's 0 for 2, looking to find himself a base hit. Runner on second. Brown's first pitch he sees is a breaking ball upstairs. It's ball 1. Brown's grounded out to short both times to this point. Check on that runner at second before coming to the plate as that ball's lifted up to the right side out of play. 1-1.
He said he'll give us the money after he's done pitching.
It's awesome. Quick visit from Aaron or from Beck out there to Aaron. Not sure what it's about. Maybe his timing needs to come set for a little longer. Couldn't tell you.
I think it's a mixture of that, and then also telling him that when Maddox flashes to him like that, he's got at second base, he's got to give a little pickoff attempt, or at least like step off, because you kind of leave the
Yeah, leave that right side open.
yeah, you leave the second baseman out to dry. So I can almost guarantee you that's what they're saying.
1-1's upstairs, so good hitters count here for Brown. It's 2-1. It's cooling off out there.
Yeah, it's kind of cool out there.
Weather's pretty interesting up here in Kenai. A little bit colder than what we have in Chugiak or out down there in Anchorage. 2 balls, 1 strike. See if Aaron can get out of this. 2 outs in the inning. Step off by Aaron. Probably a good idea. Takiano's kind of working his, pushing his luck out there at second base. So 2 outs, runners on second here in the 5th. 4-4 is our score. That ball's lifted up in the air out of play over our heads. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, inning number 5. Runner on second as well. Big pitch coming up here for Aaron here in the middle innings of this one. Ball spiked and gets away from Young behind the plate, allowing Sakiano to move up to third. And now, go ahead runner down there at third base with 2 away in the inning. Babyface Beeman out there to just kind of give a word of wisdom to Aaron out there on the mound.
Babyface Beeman. I like that.
So we'll try this here with 3-2. 2 outs in the inning.
Line up the pitches upstairs, ball 4. So runners on the corners here with 2 away in the inning. Second walk allowed in the inning by Aaron. Runners on first and third. Cole Jordan steps in, who's lined out to third and popped out to third. Timmy, you got any idea what this guy might be doing here? If you were to take a guess.
The hitter?
Yeah, the hitter.
Or James? Probably.
He's lined out to third and popped out to third.
He's going to be trying to hit the ball the other way, right?
I would assume.
Or what is he? If he's not trying to change his approach, he's going to try to continue to pull the ball.
I would assume following
hit
this,
it anywhere but third base, I guess.
I would almost imagine a ground ball to third here if he puts it in play. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Ball's flipped back and came right at us.
I think you would have caught that too.
I
You
thought
were
about it.
ready for that. Zach Cole, on the other hand, was not. There was an intense game of password going on down there in the bullpen.
Who would have guessed? No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Big pitch from Aaron. It's going to get by the second baseman, Ryan, into the right field. It's going to bring in a run. Runner advancing to third. Good job by Beeman to cut it off. Good hustle out of Beeman. Never seen Beeman run that fast to get him out at between second and first. So 1 run comes in to score. It's an RBI single for Cole Jordan. And that gives the Oilers the lead heading into the 6th inning. 5-4 here in Kenai. So new pitcher to tell you about as the 6th inning gets underway. It's Blake Riley, the Grand Canyon Lope. Go Lopes, if I do say so myself.
He goes to Grand Canyon University?
He is going to Grand Canyon University right now.
Oh. Like as we speak right now?
Look at this. Go Lopes.
Go Lopes? Are you sure that's not Hook 'em Horns?
This is Hook'em Horns. This is Lopes.
What's the difference?
The way you push your fingers in. Maddox Ryan looks at ball 1.
Here as opposed to here or what?
That's horns. And then you press in on the thumb to make it look like a lope.
Well, everything just rattled up here. Someone must have just done a backflip or something.
1 ball, no strikes outside. So 2-0. to Maddox Ryan. Ryan struck out and walked to this point. A lot of food over there to the left of us, huh? 2 balls, no strikes.
Oh, we
Leadoff hitter in the 6th.
do a lot of things. 3-0 count to Maddox Ryan. What do you think he's going to do here?
I don't know. Probably take.
All right, Zach, what do you think? 3-0 count.
Well, he took. Strike 1, 3-1. I want to see Ryan take a huge hack at this one. Maddox Ryan.
You know, word on the street is, Zach, you could probably give some better info on this, but Maddox loves his pine tar on the bat, huh?
3-1's
Yeah.
downstairs, ball 4.
Now, is it too much pine tar? Not too much? Never too much pine tar. So, does Will Kelly use too little pine tar?
So did Jack Lawrence.
Jack Lawrence, well, that's a given. But
Alec Beeman stepping in. Beeman laid down a great sacrifice bunt, which did not allow a run to score.
now, Beeman, he's 0 for 2 on the day, I believe, but or maybe it's 0 for 1.
0 for 1, I think, with a sack
0
bunt.
for 1 with a sack, but on defense, he's been stellar all game.
Yeah, doing a good job out there. This infield isn't the most
It's not
incredible.
the most giving.
Yeah, so he's done a great job of hanging in there. 1 ball, no strikes. Maddox Ryan over at first. Watch this pick-off attempt. He didn't.
How's that feel?
2-0.
2-0.
I'll feel a lot better if Beeman gets on base here.
He's going to have to really start pounding the zone a little bit more.
Yeah, he is. 2 balls, no strikes. To the second batter, Blake Riley's faced. Ryan thought about going, but doesn't. That ball's chopped foul to the left side. 2-1. Scoreboard says 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ryan's over there at first. That ball's lifted to right. Good swing by Beeman.
I might
Racing
fall.
over to get it is Brown. He's going to make a nice play,
Wow.
running into a slide. Good play out there and right. And Beeman's retired. Beeman can't buy a hit right now. Putting the ball in play and hitting the ball well. But now 1 away in the inning and brings up Will Kelly.
Now batting number 14, William Kelly.
Good play there by Jake Brown out and right. Question for a lot of people on Kenai is the first pitch to Will Kelly's outside, 1-0. My dad
that?
wanted me to ask this on the air, so I'm asking if
Who did?
anybody from Will Kelly or
Will
anybody from Kenai is listening.
Okay.
He wants to know who a good family, like, one-on-one charter is. That's a pickoff. It gets away. Good. What
Wow.
moves by Mark Ortiz down at the first base coaching box? Mark getting out of the way, allowing that ball to get to the wall. What a play by Mark. Top 5 play of the year. Look at that. Tip of the cap by Mark.
That is the greatest thing I've seen all summer. That just made my whole entire summer.
What a play by Mark Ortiz down the line.
I mean, what an athlete. What an athlete.
He tips his cap. He tipped his cap to the dugout. So now runner on second. That takes away the traditional double play.
I don't think 95% of first base coaches in the country get out of the way on that. There's no way.
Mark does a jump to the right, throws his behind back to avoid the ball on the pickoff attempt. You take a second look at it here in the press box. It's coming after this pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here, I'll show it so Zach can see it too. You guys won't get a replay. We're just getting a replay because, we're live and you're probably 45 seconds behind. What a play by Mark at first.
What a quick reaction, too. I mean, split second, hands on the hips, next second.
As that ball gets away, over to third he goes. So look at Mark's play, making big moves.
If it weren't for Mark, I don't even think he gets to second base on that. I don't know. Who knows?
It's a tough, because that's a tough read.
It's a really tough read.
So now 2 balls, 1 strike. Will Kelly has an opportunity here for an RBI.
Is Will Kelly pinch hitting, or did he start today?
No, he started today, yeah.
That's on me. That's on me.
2-1, 1 out, infield in. Here's the pitch. As that ball's hit up the middle, it's through! Mark Ortiz! What a job by Mark, and that brings in a run. RBI single for Will Kelly.
Huge hit for Will Kelly.
What a job by Will to bring one in. It's 5-5 here in this one. Tie game. All thanks to that Mark Ortiz play over there at first.
Highlight reel play. See if Ben can do something here.
Yeah. Leadoff hitter Ben Weaver stepping in. Weaver 1 for 3 to this point.
Is it? It's now. It's 5-5 now, right?
Yeah, 5-5.
That was a good pitch.
Breaking ball in there from Blake Riley. 0-1.
Straight over the top. Curveball.
Grand Canyon Antelopes, I think is their full name, but they just go by the Lopes. That ball
Oh
in
my
the dirt. Good
gosh.
play
What
there
a-
by Nix to keep it in front. Kelly was off on the pitch, so that'll go down as a stolen base for Will Kelly, at least in my book.
Yeah, and that's what matters the most.
Yeah, really.
What does Calvin Johnson have to say about it?
So now the go-ahead runner is out there at second base. I can smell that food. I'm starving. 1-1 lifted to left.
Did he?
Hennings
Did he?
racing back. It's over his
It's over his
hit
head.
over his head. It gets all the way to the wall. Runner's going to go to second. They're going to hold him there. So a double off the left field wall for Ben Weaver. And now runners on second and third. I couldn't tell if that ball got down or not. I think
No.
the angle that Kelly had at second base, it was hard to tell as well. So better safe than sorry. He
Well,
moves up to
yeah.
third.
I think Kelly started to retreat back to the bag because he thought it was caught.
I thought it was caught. It would have been a heck of a play.
I only saw it was. I don't even know how I saw it wasn't caught, but it also the fence is white there, so it kind of the ball blended.
Yeah,
in for
the whole
with
fence down the left field line is white, so it's hard to see the ball.
Infield in again.
Yeah, tie game, top 6, 5-5. First pitch downstairs to Alexander Saunier.
The Chinooks can break it open here.
It can.
Well, break it open, no, but start
Take the lead.
a huge rally, yes.
Runners on second and third. Saunier has reached base all 3 times in this one. 2 walks and hit by pitch. Would be a good time for a single to bring in 2. That ball's outside, 2-0.
I don't know if he's pitching around Saunier or if he's just trying to get a feel for the zone, but I mean he's missing closely, very closely.
Oilers dugout seems to not really care what's going on in this game. Tie
Oh,
game,
no.
6th inning.
We got a kid swinging a 5-foot-long PVC pipe down in the bullpen, so
2 balls, no strikes. That ball's outside as well. So tension rising here in the 6th inning. 3-0 or 3 balls, no strikes. 5-5 game. 1 out. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to walk Saunier, at least now. I know Jack Lawrence is a threat, but still. That ball's in there, strike 1, 3-1.
grew to fastball in there. This would be a good time for Zan to hit a home run, first home run of the year.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Former quarterback Alexander Saunier and 3 balls, 1 strike. Go-ahead runner over there at third base. Ball's flipped up out of play, so now a full count with the bases loaded.
I'm looking at the guy gunning, doing the radar gun down there in the stands, and I've never seen that radar gun before, but it looks ancient. Like
Yeah, it does.
I'm guessing 1980s. I mean that gun is old. I've never seen it before.
Neither have I. So full count here with 1 out as that pitch is
Ball
just
four.
outside ball 4. Good take. Great pitch there.
Ooh.
So bases loaded now with 1 out here in the inning.
That ball must have had to miss off just
It
a
must have
tap.
just missed around the zone, I
Because it
guess.
didn't miss. I don't think it missed up. It must have just been off by a tap. But
So bases loaded for Jack Lawrence, who's 0 for 2, and he's been hit by a pitch. Tying runner over there at third base. 1 out in the inning. Or go-ahead runner, excuse me, not tying. It's 5-5 here in inning number 6. First pitch is that one missed as well. So where the first one missed or where the second one missed, or somewhere in that area in between is where the strike zone is. 1-0.
well, the pitcher's keeping us calm here. I'm feeling a grand slam. Can I say that?
Sure, go right ahead. I'm LN.
I'm gonna say it.
Say whatever you want up
I
here.
said it.
1 ball, no strikes. That ball's hit down the line to third. They're going to go home. They're going to turn to first, so they got to get the double
Say
play.
it.
They're not. I almost wonder, so bases will stay loaded with 2 away. I almost wonder if
What
that
do you
third
wonder?
baseman psyched himself out. He's half a step from third. He could have stepped on third and threw to first easily. The good thing for the Oilers is they did keep that run from scoring.
Yeah, they kept the run from scoring, but I think he had Jack at first if he just stepped on third.
That was my initial thought. Off the bat, it's almost
that's
immediate.
a long throw across the infield though. I don't know.
So now fielder's choice for Jack Lawrence brings up Hayden Keller, the pitcher turned DH for the team. Bases loaded here with 2 outs. That ball's downstairs. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Hayden Keller looks at strike one, 1-1.
All right. So he sees it. He sees the first strike in there.
5-5 game here in the 6th. Riley gets a sign, turns, kicks, and fires in the 1-1, which is fouled back.
Legs.
Little nutmeg of himself. It's 1-2. So if Riley can find a way to get out of this, it'd be a save of all saves for him here in the 6th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Keller. It's downstairs. It gets away from the catcher. All the way to the wall it goes. Sonnier can run, too, but they're going to hold him there. So Weaver will score to make it 6-5 Chinooks.
It's got to be one of the most demoralizing things as a pitcher's. Oh, and
As
the
Nick
catcher's
looks like
in a
that
lot of
might have
pain.
got him off the wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what Evo shields are for, though.
I agree. So they're going to check on that catcher. 6-5 game here in the 6th inning. Chinooks are winning.
One of the most demoralizing things as a pitcher is you work through it and you're like, I'm about to get out of this. I only gave up 1 run. You have the guy in a 1-2 count with 2 outs, and you just spike a curveball.
Timmy Watkins was the one who jinxed the grand slam. Mr. Bartow said
I didn't know such thing.
you about completely jinxed it.
No.
He bet the double play almost happened. Regardless, it doesn't matter anymore because it's 6-5.
I don't
Chinooks.
believe in jinxes.
So they're checking to see if he can squeeze. He says he's all right.
This summer, I mean, at school this year, not at summer, this school year, I saw a catcher take a line drive straight back to his arm, stayed in the game. Like, the coaches went to go look at him. He said, "No, stay in the dugout." And then, within the same inning, the pitcher got drilled by a line drive comebacker.
Yeah.
And then also stayed in the game.
Jeez,
So it was a tough team.
That's dog in them is unmatched. That ball is outside, so the count moves full to Hayden Keller here with runners on second and third. 6-5 game. Run just comes in to score to give the Chinooks the lead.
Full count.
Full count,
Ball
breaking balls
4.
upstairs, so bases stay loaded. And let's not forget what started this
For Ryan.
is the Mark Ortiz maneuver that couldn't be any smoother to get out of the way to allow the tying run to come to score. Ryan Matheson stepping in, who's already homered in this one. A 2-run shot, so of course another one wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. 6-5 here with 2 outs in the inning. Blake Riley's pitch to Matheson. Here it is as he looks at strike 1. Good fastball, 0-1.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if this whole inning transpires the way it does if Mark doesn't get out of the way.
Momentum changed quickly after that move.
Because it showed that, if Mark can show off those impressive feats of athleticism, why can't we score?
Exactly.
Off this
Why
guy?
not us?
Why not us, right?
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Matheson. I would imagine he's probably swinging here. Here's the pitch. So he does. Big hack. 1-2. Comes up empty.
Very rarely does Ryan get cheated on a swing. You agree with that?
Almost never.
You agree with that? Zach's shaking his head no, but said yes, so. He said maybe.
Matheson had 3 hits last game and tonight has a 2-run homer. That ball is in there for strike 3 looking. So Riley gets out of the inning, but not before the damage is done. The Chinooks take the lead. It's 6-5. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Jerry Nick steps in, so we'll have to see how that wrist is doing after that foul ball last inning as he looks at strike one. It's 0-1. Looks like he may have put a wrist guard on or taped it or something.
Makes sense. It makes sense, though, you know?
That makes sense.
It makes complete and total sense. James comes firing in with the strike.
Aaron, 6-5. That ball's hit on the ground over to third. Lawrence is a good fielding third baseman. He's got an arm on him, too. The
And he
throw
caught him.
just
Yes, he
beating
did.
Nick. Good throw by Lawrence to get Nix.
I didn't mean to cut you off there. I got excited.
I'll get excited. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't mean this in any way to slight us. After all, we're all a part of the same team. This is the latest the Chinooks have had a lead in over 8 games.
Is that true?
That's correct.
Man. See, you know, we've had a lot of really close games, but it's been a lot of games where it's like 4-1, and then we end up making it a 4-3 ball game or a 3-2 ball game, you know? So it's nice to have a lead later in the game, but
First pitch from Aaron's outside to Casey Burnham, ball 1.
I mean, my goodness, it has been a slow game.
1-0. Here's the pitch. As that ball's lifted to left center. Good swing. Racing over is Weaver. Still racing over. He's coasting now. He puts that one away for out number 2. How about that call?
We got
2 outs in the inning.
We got a bend there. We got a bend there.
We got a bend there.
We got a Weaver there.
Got a Weaver.
So we got to get this. We got to get this trivia thing figured out once the Weavers get up here.
Oh, yeah, the Weavers are Ben's family's coming up tomorrow. And a few games ago, the Weaver family gave me and Timmy some trivia on air.
Yeah.
And Ben mentioned today, actually, that they would love to do trivia with us anytime we want it. So I'm all for it.
You know, I was really wishing my parents could come up here so that, you know, maybe my parents get a little interview with you. I'm sure my dad would love that, but
That would be awesome.
they're not going to be able to come up, I don't think, this summer.
Trey Becker looks at strike 1, reach base both times with a double and a walk to this point. Nothing in 1. That ball's hit up the middle, chuck and duck up the middle for a single.
Just
Becker's
dumped
aboard
it
for
up
the third
middle.
time. Multiple walk-up songs for this team.
Yeah. Well,
Two outs in the inning.
James Shimashita.
James Shimashita stands in. Don't say that name 3 times fast. Reached base all 3 times. He's halfway to the cycle. Two outs here in the inning. Pick off by Aaron. He's got to come set. That's going to be a balk soon. He does this thing where he almost comes set and then does it and turns and
yeah.
fires. This time he comes set, 2 outs, that ball, and there for strike 1, 0-1. Shimashita didn't think so. Another attempt. Good dig there by Matheson at first to keep it in front, so we'll try it again here at 0-1.
Out on the streets.
Nothing in 1. That ball swung at and missed. Shimashita way out in front, so a good pitch by Aaron to change speeds. 0-2. Nothing in 2. 2 outs here in the 6th. 6-5 game. Your Chinooks are up. That ball, good pitch by Aaron. Everybody thought it was a strike except the umpire again. 1-2. You know, this fan's kind of doing wonders. I think this might be the
It
difference
is.
in
Just the difference in general, honestly.
it might be the difference in Anchorage too.
Yeah, I think so.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pick off attempt.
Are you
No,
going to start bringing a portable fan to the games with you?
I might.
You might.
We'll see.
Well, not only will it keep the laptop cooler, but it'll keep you cooler in
It will.
general. I think I'm willing to bet I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight.
I do too. 1-2 runner goes.
He struck him
Shimashita
out.
swings and misses. So a good job by Aaron for his 2nd strikeout. We head to the 7th. Your Chinooks are up, 6-5. So top 7, here we come. Austin Young set to lead it off as the first pitch to him is upstairs. It's a ball, 1-0.
Just avoided getting drilled in the head.
So you were mentioning UNC Greensboro, just make.
Yeah, we had a little conversation right here. So, yeah, UNC Greensboro started off conference play 0-7. They got swept by Mercer. They got swept by Wofford. And then we come into town. We beat them on a Friday night really handily. Like, we beat them up. They beat us up Saturday, and they beat us up on Sunday.
Right.
And we're like, all right, whatever. This team's not good. Like, this looks bad for us. They lost 2 more games in all of conference the rest of the season.
Wow.
We ended up being the 2 seed, I believe, in the conference tournament. It was Wofford, us, Mercer, UNCG, and then it was just the rest of the teams. Western Carolina, I think, and some stuff. But yeah, UNCG lost their first game, so they were in the losers bracket.
Beat it out, Austin.
He's safe.
He's safe. Good job. Good hustle. I thought that was your foot. I
Good
just stepped
call.
on. As Young hits a hard ground ball to short that can't be picked up. I would almost imagine that's an error.
No, that's a hit. No, they gave him an error.
Error, the 4th error of the game.
Nice.
That's a 6 error combined between the two
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah, so then UNCG, it's 2-game elimination for the top 4 seeds, and UNCG was the 4th seed. And they lost their first game, so which means they're in the losers bracket the whole rest of the tournament, which means every single day for the rest of the tournament, you're going to be playing. What a beautiful
Stay
ball,
fair.
almost. Which means the whole rest of the tournament, you're going to be playing at least 2 games a day.
Yeah.
Right? So they end up running the table. They almost lost another game. Almost went 2 and done to, the Citadel.
Okay.
And they were losing by like 4 in the 9th and came all the way back and won. So that's, I think, where they really started to get hot. And then they had to play a game against Mercer before us. They beat Mercer, and then they have to beat us. Whoever wins that game goes to the championship against Wofford.
Right.
And they throw this big old lefty. I mean, like, big. He's probably 6'2", like 275 pounds.
Jeez.
Like, yeah, like big boy. And he throws the last 3 innings against Mercer, and then 30-minute rest, starts against us and throws 7+ innings.
Holy cow.
Just carves us up. He's throwing like 78-mile-an-hour fastballs. It makes no sense, and then they have to beat Wofford the next 2 days, and they have no pitching. But what do? They run-ruled Wofford both times.
That's wild.
It was crazy.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Maddox Ryan standing in. He tried to lay down a bunt. It was a good one down the first baseline that just kicked foul.
But it was one of those things, we're on the bus and we're going home and we're watching the game, and we're like, well, they're winning right now, but they have no pitching. I think they gave up a total of like 3 runs in the 2 games.
Yeah.
And they scored about 25 runs.
It's wild. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, couple of pickoffs in between there. Leadoff hitters aboard. Austin Young, the error. Here's the 2-2 to Maddox, who half-heartedly swings and misses at strike 3. So Riley gets his second strikeout. So does Maddox Ryan. So Alec Beeman stands in.
Beeman.
Beeman had a single his last at-bat as that ball check swing. Foul tip, so 0-1. Runner on first is Young. Here's the pitch to Beeman, who hits that ball on the ground. Is that going to get through? It will. Past the diving third baseman into left, so Beeman's aboard with his second hit of the game here in the 7th inning. Beeman 2 for 3 to this point.
Well, that's a good feeling for Beeman.
Yeah, he's needed that one for sure. So Will Kelly steps in, who had a big RBI single to tie this thing up last inning. I believe, or 2 innings ago. That was last inning.
That was last inning. Yep. It was, believe it or not. Yeah, because it was the 6th inning.
And this is the 7th, yeah.
That is a
Good pitch that just missed. Ball 1.
I think that just shows the pitcher in me because the pitcher for the other team is throwing pitches, and I'm like, where's that missing? But I don't know. I got to control myself.
Oh, I meant to ask earlier, but I completely forgot. My dad wants me to ask for any sort of. Let me see. Let me read the text. Anybody here that can hear my voice knows that would be nice. So my family's coming up.
Oh,
That ball's hit to center. It's going to get down.
Crush.
Let's try it again. They're going to hold that runner up at third to keep the bases loaded. So another single for Will Kelly as the bats are starting to come to life here in Kenai. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the 7th.
All right, let's
Ben
hear
Weaver
this.
standing in. Yeah, I got to find this before we get a hit.
Well, I'll tell you what. I believe you were asking about the fishing charter. Were you
Gotcha.
talking about fishing charters here or fishing charters in like the Anchorage, Chugiak area?
Kenai specifically, like the
Okay.
Kenai area. My dad wants to know where a not a group charter, but a family charter, like a one-on-one type charter would be.
Directionally, how far away from Seward?
Anywhere in Seward, honestly, around the Kenai area. My dad wants to fish, I think, on the Kenai River.
Okay.
I think so.
Well, so I went on a charter in Seward, and it was really good.
Yeah, but the thing is, he doesn't want to do like a big boat. He wants to do like just my family. We did that in the Florida Keys. Is
Oh,
Weaver
yeah.
looks at ball 1. We caught 3 sharks
Really?
and about 30 yellowtail and a barracuda while we were out there, which was pretty cool.
What key did you go to?
Whatever the main one is.
Key West,
Yeah,
probably.
Key West, yeah. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. Here's the pitch to Weaver, who looks at ball 2, 2-0. That's
I feel like we had this conversation before, actually, because you went to the southernmost point.
yeah. I went out.
Yeah,
I went
that's
down
Key
to
West.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Key West. Key Largo is Key West. I've been there a couple times. That's 2 hours from me, and that's 2 hours south of me, and I'm
Gotcha.
extremely south.
2 balls, no strikes. Let's see if Weaver can get into one. He swings and misses that one. 2-1. Weaver 2 for 4 with a single and a double. His 5th plate appearance here on this one. Possibly, we'll get 6. Things go the way they should. 6-5 game. Chinooks looking to make it a little more than that here with this bases loaded situation here in the 7th. That ball's in there for strike 2. So 2-2. What was that face for?
I don't know. That looks like a hanger.
Yeah, I agree. Little cement mixer up there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Blake Riley on the mound. The Grand Canyon Lope. As Weaver takes time to step out.
This is the kid who go. Okay. Is he a freshman at Grand Canyon? How old is this kid?
All right, let's look it up.
He looks young. I'd like to see his stats at Grand Canyon.
2-2 in the dirt, 3-2, so that complicates things here for him in this one.
No pressure, but you got nowhere to put him.
Yeah, nowhere to put him. Bases loaded, 3-2.
The roster. Yeah. What's his name?
Blake Riley.
Oh, okay, cool. They have no roster.
3-2 pitch is hit on the ground up the middle. They're going to get the runner at home. They're going to try and get Weaver at first. They will. It's a 1-2-3 double play, and they're out of the inning. What a job there by the Lopes to get out of it. So no run comes in to score. The double play ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in Kenai.
What was his name?
Jacob Shaver steps in here to lead off the bottom of the 7th. 6-5 still after that miraculous double play to keep the Oilers within 1.
Yeah.
Shaver squares around a bunt but pulls back as that ball up over his head. Shaver had an RBI double his second time through, and he's flown out and struck out as well. One ball, no strikes. Nobody on the end. That ball's lifted down the right side. It's going to get out of play. 1-1.
The 1-1 pitch.
That ball's hit out to
Swung on.
left
Oh.
off the jumping Lawrence's glove into left for a single. Leadoff single for Jacob Schaefer. Shaver, I would believe, because it's with a V.
Schaefer.
Brings up Shun Sakiano.
I think that Jack thought that ball was going to get to him a lot quicker than it did.
I did too.
Now batting number 1, Shun Sakino.
Sakino.
Ball 1 to Sakino, 1-0. Leadoff hitter aboard here in the 7th. That's the tying runner. Sakino had an RBI ground out, 0 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base.
K-Mike's warming up in the pen, just slightly tossing.
Check on him by Aaron over there at first. Bottom 7, 6-5. Chinooks are winning. Kind of a slap bunt attempt by Sakiano. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove. 1-1. One ball, one strike. Runner staying put. That ball's in the dirt. Good block by Young. The throw to second is a good one, and it got him.
That's huge.
Gunned him out at second. Good pick, good throw by Young to get the runner at second base for out number 1 in the inning. So just as quickly as they have somebody on, we've got one man gone.
That's high up on the list of things you love to see.
2-1 upstairs. It's 3-1, so wouldn't want to walk here to...
No, you wouldn't. And that'd be low on the list of things you'd love to see, but...
Especially after that great play by Young. So 3-1, that ball's hit on the ground over to Beeman. Beeman picks it up. The throw to first is not in time. The throw would have beat him anyways. He beats the throw. It gets by Matheson, so that'll be a single. So runner on first. That kind of just a tough play for Beeman all around.
The ball was dying when it got to him because it was hit so softly, and yeah, he had to get rid of it quick, and he just didn't get out of his.
That's the 10th hit of the game for the Oilers, out hitting the Chinooks 10-7.
10-7, but the Chinooks are outscoring them.
Sakiano
6-5.
does have a stolen base in the game. First pitch is upstairs, 1-0 to Noah Hennings, the left fielder. Aaron's still out there on the mound for the Chinooks. His 3rd inning of work, 2nd inning of work. Runner goes. It's a breaking ball. The throw from his knees. Does he get him? No, just late. Good throw by Young, but it's just a hair late. A good jump. He stole that one on the pitcher for sure. So another stolen base for Sakiano, and now the tying runner up to second here with 1 out in the inning. So runner on second. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ball's popped up into the air. Is he going to have a play? Young back to the screen.
He caught it.
And he made the play. He was kind of blind. We were blinded
We
by
had no idea.
the box. We had no clue. So a good catch there by Young to find the fence and hang on. That ball just stayed in place. So a pop out to the catcher for out number 2.
The amount of flow that was just shown on that play was kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, it was.
Between Austin's helmet coming off and then James's hat coming off, it was
It's pretty incredible.
an
So Jake
overwhelming amount of hair. Sorry, go ahead.
Jake Brown steps in. Don't worry about it. 0 for 2 with a walk. Tying runner still out there on second. Would be fairly disheartening if you're a Chinook to watch that tying run come in. 2 outs to get out of this. 1 ball, no strikes. That's upstairs. I would almost imagine this is Aaron's last inning.
You don't have to imagine. They don't want to burn him too much.
They probably want him 2 days from now. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That's inside, perhaps a hair low. 2-0. You think K-Mike gets the 8th? And if we still have the lead, Argo gets the 9th?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brendan Argominez, the Richmond Spider, would be coming out of the pen. Tying runner on second, 2-0. Here's the pitch. That's pops up on the infield as well. Young calling off Aaron and puts that one away. So back-to-back pop-outs to the catcher in the inning. We head to the 8th. Chinooks are still holding on to this one. It's 6-5. Alexander Sagne steps in. Leadoff hitter in this one, and that ball almost clipped him in the ankle again.
Zan the Great.
Yes, Zan the Great, you're right.
How does he feel about Zan the Man?
Zan the Man's a new one.
That kind of flows off my tongue a bit more.
I don't think he would like it anyways. 1 ball, no strikes is in there for a strike. 1-1.
Zan the Man. Zan the Man. We'll see. He probably won't like that. Zan's a very humble man.
1-1. Leadoff hitter Alexander Sagne. That kicks off the catcher all the way over to the third base dugout. So 2-1 to Alexander Sagne. 2 hours and 38 minutes into this one.
So, let's not say anything about the time then, huh? Because I almost said something about time relative to baseball. But let's just see how that goes.
I agree. So Zan's reached all 4 times to this point, 3 walks, and he's a pitch away from getting his 4th walk of the game. The 3-1's upstairs, so 4 walks on the day for Alexander Sagne, which is very impressive.
Shows the eye right there.
Has not recorded an at-bat in this game.
Because what was it, 4 walks and a hit by pitch, or was
Yeah.
that? Yeah, that's...
It's pretty impressive. So Jack Lawrence stepping in. Lawrence, who Timmy jinxed the grand slam out of earlier,
No such thing.
was hit by a pitch his first time through.
Now, I have a philosophical question about jinxes for you, but I'll ask you later.
Okay. So
No.
nobody out. Runner on first. Jack bunted him. The layout by the third baseman. What a play! Good hustle coming in down that third base line, laying out to snub the bunted simp in air. Sliding attempt to come get that. Good job by Jacob Shaver over there at third base. So out number 1. That brings up Hayden Keller. A little bit of excitement out of that Oilers commentating booth for the first time in a while.
Yeah, and you hear the Oilers fans for the first time. I wonder if the Oilers players even knew what just happened.
Their bullpen?
Their bullpen.
Yeah, probably not. Runner
Probably
on
not.
first is Alexander Saunier. Let's see if Saunier tries to take one. That ball's outside. Nick's got a good arm, but that hurt wrist from earlier could cause him to
factor,
try and
yeah.
take one.
Could hurt his chances.
So
of
one
playing
out.
well.
1-0, Keller. Saunier does go. That ball's sent on the ground to the right side. He's going to sneak all the way through. Saunier rounding second on his way to third. So good hit and run just to the opposite side. As now we have runners on the corners with one out here in the 8th. Ryan Matheson is the next man up. I thought so, but he went up to get the bat. And normally that's the guy on deck's job. Matheson to this point, 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run way back the 4th inning of this one. First pitch swinging's Matheson on the ground. If that stays fair, they're going to let it go down the line, trickle foul. It hit the chalk and just kept rolling back and forth, fair and foul. So good job by the third baseman to let it go just to see. So a foul ball.
Have you ever heard of PDQ?
No.
It's this chicken place. It might just be a Florida thing. It is so good. Better than Chick-fil-A in my opinion.
Wow.
Even Cane's, I think.
Wow.
People dedicated to quality. Dang it! I should have not told anyone what that was and see if anyone knew.
Maybe
That could've been
not.
Our trivia question.
I'm gonna. No, I can't do it. I don't need those anymore, to be totally honest. But I like the setup we have.
Dude, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up.
Scoop, the Oilers mascot, is over here, just kind of hanging out.
I mean, that is nightmare fuel for me, honestly.
I agree. No balls, 2 strikes to Matheson. 1 out in the inning. It's in the dirt and blocked. Good job by Nix, the catcher.
Good leave there by Matheson. Some insurance runs here would be huge. Huge.
You know, think about this.
Let me think.
The
Come on.
dedication by that guy in that mascot suit is kind of crazy.
It is crazy. I mean,
1 ball, 2 strikes is lifted out of play.
he also he looks okay. No, he looks. Into
That's
it.
terrifying.
It's terrifying. You know, at Sanford, we have 2 different people who do our mascots, but they're both girls.
That's cool.
One of them though is about like 5 foot flat and is so tiny. So you go up and stand next to our mascot when she's in the suit. I believe there's 2 different suits. She stands in it and
She's got to.
It's like I can like just put my arm over the mascot.
1-2's hit on the ground through the left side. That's going to be a run. RBI single for Ryan Matheson, and they're back on the board again.
I wonder
Making
what
it 7-5.
I wonder what high chew flavor Mark just gave Ryan.
Back-to-back singles. 1 out in the inning.
What just happened?
There was a fan just kind of staring in our general direction, so I gave the deuces
Did-
just to see.
Did they give it back?
No, I don't think they were looking in our area.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh.
Who was it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
1 out in the inning.
Okay. He doesn't know.
Sounds sketchy.
Yeah.
That ball's
Almost hit
inside to Young. Young's reached base a couple of times via the walk and an RBI single.
I would love to see what this kid's pitch count's at. I mean, he's been
Close to 1,000, and they've got nobody warming down there. in the
1,000
pen.
pitches. How many pitches do you think you could make it before that old elbow of yours gave out again?
Probably 20
20?
at most. 2 balls, no strikes to Young. Like full effort,
Full effort, yep.
probably 10 to 15.
Zach Cole, are we gonna see some cutters from you this weekend? Maybe.
Actually, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Tuesday or Thursday. Or I mean, Tuesday or
How's
Okay.
that foot feeling?
feels really good.
I'll tell you what, it didn't look very good the other day.
No, it didn't. 3 balls, no strikes.
I can show you actual stuff.
I don't think I would want to.
I really want to show you.
Show me. You have pictures of it? All right, let me see it then.
So 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out here in inning number 8, 7 to 5. It's downstairs,
Oh.
ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Oh, that is disgusting.
That's pretty horrifying, to say the least. So bases loaded for
Ugh.
Maddox Ryan.
All right. Zach Cole was showing us a video of his
Gross
foot.
feet.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Tell him at least why.
I
What
don't
was
even
that?
know why.
Tell him why at least.
Oh, because he has warts all over his feet.
1 out here in the inning, 7 to 5, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1.
Apparently, it's not because he has warts all over his feet.
Got acid put on them.
Because you have warts all over your feet.
Yes, but you didn't have to say it.
You were begging for the whole crowd to know. Time's called. The catcher's going to go out and talk to the pitcher for a minute.
You're
I am
begging
going to
for
move
all-
these, which is going to cause a little bit of issues.
That's begging for all 28 viewers to know.
Looks like we're back on. Oh, frick. Didn't mean to open that text immediately. That's fine, though.
22. My bad.
So Greg might hook me up. There's going to be 4 of us on the trip. I'm sorry I've kept you waiting. That ball's fouled away, 1-1. So it'll be just me, my brother. Oh, he says he's going to take.
Man, I don't think I've ever met. I would love to meet Greg, first of all, but I've never heard such a stand-up human being as Greg.
I agree.
So bases are now loaded.
2 balls, 1 strike count.
Maddox Ryan rocking the football cleats.
Yeah, we had to go pick those up for him because the other cleats had a hole in them a couple
Well,
weeks ago.
Ye-
2 balls, 1 strike. Let's see what happens. As Ryan hits that one into center. Racing over to get it is Burnham, who puts it away. They're going to tag and score from third. The runner moves up to second as well, or moves up to third as well. So an 8 to 5 game. So a sac fly and an RBI moves this
huge.
game up even higher. The run count. What am I saying? 8 to 5 is the score.
That's huge.
Alex Beeman
clutch.
stepping in, who's got hits in his last 2 at bats. So the third one here might do a lot of help. 8 to 5 is the score.
8 to 5, but still, if you could tack on another run.
8-5 sounds nice. It's still only 3 runs. Here's the pitch with 2 outs in the inning.
You know what
Ball
sounds
six.
even better than 8 to 5?
9 to 5?
15 to 5.
I agree.
I agree.
16 to 5 sounds better than that.
16 to 5, well, of course, but
Yeah.
at that point in time, we're just. What's the most lopsided baseball game you've ever been a part of? 37 to 2? Yeah, I can't top that.
1-0 is upstairs. I lost like 20 to nothing when I was like 14 one time.
We beat in the conference tournament. We beat Western Carolina. I think it was 22 to 3, maybe.
Are those the Catawamps or whatever?
The Catamounts? Yeah.
Catamounts? They played
I'm telling
OU
you
in
what.
football this year.
They I think they had a 3-0 lead against us in the first inning. And I think then we scored 22 straight runs.
It's pretty impressive.
I mean, it was the most it was like murder. We murdered them. And there was no run rule either. Is it raining? It is raining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so a little bit of drizzle out there on the field. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch is outside, making it 3-1.
Yeah, this kid threw 24 innings for Grand Canyon this year. Their pitcher.
This guy right
He just balked? Did he just balk? What just happened?
Third baseman coming over to talk to the umpire. I don't know why.
Are they in a?
now. They just ejected.
He just got ejected.
So the third baseman just got ejected from
What?
this one. I couldn't tell you what happened.
He just got ejected.
So I'm going to try and watch it back on the replay.
That
Let's see if
is,
we can-
I don't know. That had to have been what it is. He's arguing balls and strikes with him.
So here's the pitch that we just saw. Who ejects him?
The guy right behind.
Graydon West comes in, the Rice Owl. It's got to be on this pitch, yeah?
No warning. I feel like normally you see a warning.
Though the field umpire did it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so you can see right here.
Yeah, there's probably.
He must have said something.
Oh yeah, there were definitely some magic words said, but
Wow, so he comes out of the game. Graydon West comes in to play third, and that ball's way over Beeman's head to the backstop almost, and it's ball 4, bases loaded with 2 outs here in the 8th.
that's.
First ejection.
I'll tell you what. You know that it's not intentional in the slightest, but it's a scary place to miss after something like that happens. After someone gets ejected.
So time's called, 2 outs in the inning. It looks like we might have a pitching change.
If I were to bet, this is the end of the line for them. They're gonna change some pitchers around.
It looks like it will be. So we're going to have a pitching change. We'll step away for just a second. 8-5, bases loaded with 2 outs in the 8th. He did okay. So Mose Hayes steps in, the new pitcher for the Oilers in this one. Will Kelly's going to be the first to greet him here in a big spot. 2 outs, bases loaded, 8th inning. Back-to-back singles for Kelly. The last 2 at-bats. A couple of big ones, too.
So it's 10. Okay.
So 2 outs, bases loaded. First pitch to Kelly's in there, strike 1, 0-1.
Grooved that fastball in there.
Mose Hayes has faced off against this Chinook team once before this season.
Now, I'm really hoping that we see some more heroics from Will Kelly.
So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the 8th inning. 8-5's our scores. Kelly waves at that one and misses. 0-2. Nothing in 2. See if Hayes can work out of this. 8-5. Would love to see it be anything more than this, too.
Okay.
Chinooks are winning. We're 6 outs away from a Chinook victory.
I can't think of anything sweeter than a Chinooks victory right now.
Especially with the day we've been having.
Yeah. Good leave.
That ball's in the dirt. 1-2.
Now, I don't know if you guys can see on the stream, but Will Kelly is now rocking purely a mustache. He shaved the rest of his facial hair.
Yeah, mustaches for Kenai has been a thing. Of course, this all starts when everybody saw my mustache and said, wow, what a great idea. 1 ball,
Yeah.
2 strikes, 2 outs.
You and Hayden, man.
Oh, Hayden's is better
Now
than mine.
tell me that James did not. Okay. If I see James walking with a hot dog right now,
That ball's hit through. Kelly comes through in the clutch. RBI single. They're going to hold that runner at third, so only 1 run's going to come in. It's another RBI
That's just what he does.
for Will Kelly. 3 singles and 3 straight at-bats makes it 9-5 here in inning number 8.
that's what he does.
Will Kelly coming up clutch.
What does he do?
That's all he does.
That's all he does.
So top of the lineup, and that's the worst thing you want to do if you're the Oilers. Ben Weaver's been red hot over the last few games.
And Ben grounded into a double play, bases loaded in the last
time,
inning.
yeah. It doesn't happen
I'm
very
sure
often.
it doesn't happen very often. The law of averages says that it probably won't happen again.
Yeah. So first pitch from Hayes is looked at for strike 1, 0-1. This point, Weaver 2 for 5 with a single and a double.
Now tell me, is James holding a hot dog?
He's holding some sort of food. You've got to be kidding me, James. James told us that he would help. He would help
James.
us out. That's unbelievable. 0-1 in there for strike 2. Just kidding. Ball 1.
It's not even
Good
unbelievable. This is like blood curdling. James will be receiving a phone call.
So James, here's what happened. James does an incredible job on the mound. Finds out that he's in line for the victory and gets himself a celebratory hot dog. It doesn't even think about us up here
No.
talking about the great game he had. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Big hack by Weaver coming up empty. 1-2.
There will be a conversation being had.
Do you want to? I don't know if we should do that on the air.
No.
1 ball,
Of
2
course
strikes.
not, of course not.
But also at this point, it's too late for us.
No, it's never too late.
I think the concession stand probably closed.
It's never too late.
9-5's our score. Chinooks are up. Ben Weaver's at the plate with the bases loaded here in this one. Weaver looks at that one in the dirt. Good block there by Nix. Keep that thing in front.
Keep that thing in front. Calvin's leaving his mark here on Kenai.
Yeah, signing everything. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Inning number 8. Here's the pitch from Hayes. It's downstairs. So now we've got ourselves an awesome situation. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded. Bases loaded, 3-2, 2 outs. Runners will be off on the pitch. Hayes gets the sign, comes set. The delivery to Weaver is hit on the ground over to first. Shimashita picks it up and steps on the bag, but not before 3 runs come in to score. It's now 9-5. Your Chinooks are up here in this one. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning here in Kenai.
not gonna go. Hey, can I?
Bottom 8, Kalen Haynes, the new pitcher, is the first pitch in from him, is downstairs, 1-0. Cole Jordan, the first man to greet him, who last time had an RBI single. Just to the right on the screen, you can see that scary mascot we have been talking about. Scoop.
Scoop. And he looks like he just took someone's shoes.
Yeah, it's
Oh my gosh. Do you see that puppy?
yeah, that puppy over there, that puppy
Do you see that
wants
puppy?
no part of Scoop at all.
Looks like a little Australian shepherd.
So 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out here in bottom of the 8th inning. 9-5, Chinooks lead. That ball's in there for strike 1, 2-1.
Is that an Australian shepherd?
I couldn't tell you.
Well, I think it is. Australian shepherds don't have tails normally. They're going chopped off.
Haynes back from strike 1. Here's a 2-1, and there for strike 2, 2-2. Two and two here to the leadoff hitter in the 8th inning as that swung on and missed. Good pitch there from Haynes. Out number 1 of the inning. Jerry Nix steps in, 0 for 3.
Alright, after this. How's that sound? Sounds good.
Sure, sounds good.
So we got the first guy out.
Jerry Nix, how'd he get him out?
Struck him out.
Yeah, there you go.
Struck
One
him
out.
out
Just
swinging.
making sure. Jerry Nix steps in 0 for 3 to this point as he lifts the first pitch down to the right side. Matheson looks like he's got room, kind of awkwardly skipping over there for out number 2. He put it away.
Can't get much past Ryan Matheson.
No, you can't. Kalen Haynes.
Oh.
2 up, 2 down.
Porch like mom's not home.
Casey Burnham stepping in, center fielder. 0 for 2 with a walk sandwiched in between those 2 flyouts. Haynes into his windup, kicks and fires the first pitch into Burnham. That's ball 1-0.
Yeah. Exactly.
One ball, no strikes. 2 outs here in the inning, as that's inside as well to Burnham. Makes it 2-0.
Kalen Haynes. Him. How's the mustache treating you?
It's all right. I need to trim it a little bit, but 2-0. As that one's half-heartedly half swung at. Burnham lets Haynes get back into it. 2-1. Looks like it might be a little chilly out there.
He's got
Ball's chopped to the ground.
Why
It's a
would
fair ball. Hey, that ball's rolling down the first base line. It looks like Haynes was just going to pick it up and try and tag him. Doesn't pick it up, so right past him, Burnham runs for what would almost undoubtedly be a error.
It's
Hat. I don't. They're going to give him a hit, but oh boy. So Trey Becker steps in, runner on first with 2 outs. James just asked the most asinine question he could have asked. We see him down the third base line with a hot dog in his hands after we said we wanted one, and then proceeds to ask, "Is there room in the booth for me to come?" No. That ball's lifted up a mile high in the infield. Beeman calls everybody off, and he's going to put it away for out number 3. So we head to the 9th. It's 9-5 here in Kenai. So top 9 we go. Alexander Saunier steps in for the 6th time tonight. Saunier's walked 4 times. He's reached base all 5 times to this point. 4 walks and a hit by pitch. Saunier, the first to greet Mose Hayes here in the 9th inning of this 9-5 Chinooks lead. First pitch is a strike to Saunier, 0-1. What a full team performance to this point. If they can close this one out for the Chinooks, it's been a long time coming. 8-game losing streak, 3 outs away from being put behind us. One ball, one strike, nobody out. Leadoff hitter Xander Saunier looks at ball 2. It's 2-1. Two balls, one strike to the on-base machine. That is Zan Saunier, who swings and lifts that one to center. Racing in to get it is Burnham, who will put it away. So Saunier, for the first time, will be retired here in this one. Jack Lawrence, the next up, here with 1 away in the inning. Lawrence is making it obvious that it's a little chilly outside as the first pitch is a curveball, 0-1. Timmy walking back up gives me a little smirk, which makes me think that there's no hot dogs coming our way. 1 out, no balls, 1 strike. Absolutely no hot dogs coming our way. Oh, one's tapped on the ground to the first base line. Is that going to stay fair? It will. Lawrence is hustling. The throw beats him at first. Close play. Mark letting the umpire know. He's questioning him a little bit. Good laughter going on over there, but he thought he beat it. Regardless, it's the 2nd out of the inning. So what's the story?
So we go down there. We're waiting around, and we said, "Do you guys have any extra hot dogs?" And she said, "Yeah." How many? We said 3. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And then she comes back out and says, "Never mind. You actually have to wait until the umpires get what they want."
Unbelievable. So 2 outs in the 9th. Hayden Keller looks at strike 1, 0-1. Keller had a single his last time. Has walked a couple of times as well. 1 for 3 with 2 walks.
How about that?
Yeah, no feel. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs to the 4-hole hitter for the Chinooks tonight. That ball's ripped into right field. It's going to be another single. How about Hayden Keller? 2nd hit of the night.
Can't make this up.
He's on board here in the 9th. Ryan Matheson set to step back in. 3 RBIs to this point in this one. 2 for 4. Ninth inning of a 9-5 ball game. 6 o'clock start time for all these games except Sunday.
2 o'clock, you said, on Sunday?
Sunday is at 2.
Oh,
The rest
that'll be
of
nice.
these will be starting at 6. First pitch is a strike, 0-1.
Catcher might have stolen that one back for him.
No movement really down in the pin. It looks like
Looks like Fargo is moving around a little bit.
where if he's coming in. Haynes has his jacket on, so we'll see. But he had a pretty easy inning, or fairly not laboring inning. That ball's ripped down the line, just foul. Good swing by Matheson, just hooked it just a little foul.
Just a bit foul.
So no balls and 2 strikes.
You know, maybe if Matheson was listening to Sturdy and the Wordy, it would have been down.
Probably. You're probably right.
Probably. Zach Cole, whose van did you guys ride in?
I rode with Philos.
Mm. How was that? How's it in Felix's van?
That ball's hit over the jumping second baseman's head. And it's another single. So runners on the corners as Keller off on the swing moves up to third.
Oh, that's my nemesis right there.
As that's the third hit of the night for Ryan Matheson. Austin Young steps in. His first pitch to Young is a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, one strike to Young.
So Jack had a hoodie on underneath his,
Yeah, I mentioned something about
and now
that.
it's off. It's back off.
Yeah, whatever Jack does, I just don't question. That ball's upstairs, 1-1.
That's a good point. I'll get to that point one day. I'll get to that. You learn to let go of anything Jack does. Did you see that text? We had a race going on between the vans. Not race, but just a competition to see who could be the first to pull in. And then Jack sent that text, guys. Let's all arrive to Kenai safe and sound. Love you guys.
He was worried about my driving, which I'm a good driver. He was worried about it multiple times
What
throughout
was
the
he
drive.
saying? What did he say to you?
Oh, he was worried about me looking at my phone. One ball,
Oh.
2 strikes, 2 outs in the ninth. He said that a couple of times, but I was like, whatever, it doesn't matter. 2 outs here in the ninth. Runners on the corners. Young's at the plate. Ball, good breaking ball, just didn't break enough. 2-2.
Good breaking ball, just didn't do what it was meant to do.
Yeah.
Used to call me Superman.
Two and two, 2 outs, 2 on here in the ninth. As that ball's ripped past the third baseman, it's going to get all the way to the wall. RBI double for Young. Let's see if they're going to try and hold that runner up at third. They will. So an RBI double makes it a 10-5 ball game.
You know what's better than 10-5?
12-5.
Yes.
I agree. RBI double for Austin Young, and boy, it's been nice to have Austin Young's bat back in the lineup.
Yeah.
7 of the 9 guys in this Chinooks lineup tonight have gotten a hit. Two outs, runners on second and third. Maddox Ryan up here with ninth inning as he looks at strike one. It's 0-1. 10-5 game. Offensive explosion here to this point. Maddox looks at strike two, a breaking ball that was just kind of looped up in there. 0-2 now.
Looks like it's getting cold out there.
Yeah, I agree. A little chilly in here. This fan's
Yeah, the fan's not making it any warmer.
keeps the computer cool so it doesn't freeze. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, as that's just outside. Good pitch, but it's 1-2.
Maddox with an RBI sac fly in his last at bat.
So everybody in this lineup has either drove in a run or reached base. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and that's a good breaking ball that's outside, but called strike 3. Maddox didn't agree with the call, and he's still in the box. Slowly walking out of the box, still standing there.
You know, I don't think that he was
This-
really arguing with the call as much as he was just
Strike 3.
voicing
So-
his displeasure in the result, maybe.
3 outs as we are 3 outs away from a Chinook win. It's 10-5 here in the bottom of the ninth.
We got Kalen Haynes coming back out.
He's coming back out. How about that?
I'll tell you. That was
James Shimashita set to step in here in the bottom of the ninth as the Chinooks are looking to close out a victory here in Kenai. First pitch from Haynes, who's back out there for his second inning of work, is low. It's ball one. Top of the lineup, 1, 2, and 3 for the Oilers here in the ninth inning. All hands are going to be needed here in this one. 1-0 down in the dirt. It's 2-0. Ten to 5, Chinooks are up. 10 hits, 13 runs, 2 errors, as opposed to the Oilers' 5 runs, 11 hits, 4 errors. 2-0 is spiked in the dirt, makes the count 3-0. So if you're an Oiler, a leadoff base runner is all you can ask for.
Still a 5-run ball game, though. I'm going to say whatever I want. No one's going to stop me. Except maybe Calvin.
So 3-0's in there for strike one. I don't know if I would stop you. I think more it'd be Chris or
That's true. Well, I was
Coach
just talking
Grove.
baseball-related stuff, you know.
Sure. 3-1 is downstairs, ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk to begin the ninth inning.
Do you believe?
So Graydon West steps in, the new third baseman, after Jacob Shaver was ejected earlier on in the game from third base. I think he may have said something he probably didn't mean to and was tossed. Or maybe he did mean it and was just holding it in all game.
Yeah, his frustrations boiled over, maybe? I don't know.
Graydon West squares up to bunt. It's 2-1. You agree with that bunt decision down 5 in the ninth?
No, not at
I don't
all.
think so.
Especially with the guy. He looks like he's got some pop. He's a big dude.
Yeah, Graydon West, Rice University Owl.
Texas boy, huh?
I believe so. Graydon is a Texas name. No balls, 1 strike.
Graydon. I wonder if Landon knows him.
Maybe.
I do know who Landon knows. Colby Ferris.
Yes, he does know who Colby Ferris is. West does square around again.
Well,
0-2.
especially when your leadoff hitter gets walked. Like, you're like, maybe I'm going to make him throw a strike. But
Yeah.
then you square up. Now it's an 0-2 count.
So 0-2 now to Graydon West as the leadoff hitter walked. West got to find a way aboard to keep the Oilers' chances alive. Double play would be incredible right here. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. That's lifted to left. Saulnier's retreating back, comes in a little bit now and puts it away. Off the bat, I was a little worried about that. It kind of jumped off the bat there, but out number 1.
It died.
So Shunsuke Sakiyano steps in for his 5th plate appearance. Sakiyano had a single and stolen base. A couple of stolen bases in this one. First pitch to him was a ball there, 1-0. Leadoff hitter for the Oilers on at first. Sakiyano's pitch is ripped down the line fair. It's going to get all the way to the wall. Rounding second, on his way to third. He's racing into second base. It's going to be a stand-up double for Shunsuke Sakiyano, and it's a double with runners in second and third here in the ninth inning. That looks incredible. I'm also just starving, and I know we're not going to get anything that good
No.
after a while.
McDonald's double-double.
So Noah Henning steps in, and I believe the way it works is if back-to-back doubles are hit, you get a free double-double from McDonald's tomorrow.
Really?
That's
so
what
if
I've
they
heard.
hit a double here?
I think so, yeah. 1 out, first pitch to Hennings. This is a ball outside, 1-0. Hennings 2 for 4 with a couple of singles his first 2 at-bats. Watching a whole lot of food videos over there for around some people who aren't going to eat a lot of food over the next few days. And if it is, it's not going to be good. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. One 0 downstairs. It's 2-0. Brendan Argaminez down there in the pen warming up in case this gets any worse for Kalen on the mound. 10-5 is our score. 1 out, runners on second and third. Home is this try. Good job by Young to steal that one for us behind the plate. It's 2-1. That was pretty blatant, but a good job.
Well, you know, it doesn't have to be a strike. You just have to fool the umpire, right?
Yeah. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the inning. Pitch to Hennings is lifted into center. It's going to get down, so both runs are going to come in to score. Hennings delivers with 1 out of the 9th to make it 10-7. 2 RBI single for Noah Hennings. Could speed up Brendan Argamin's process down there in the pen, and it does.
And for the Oilers, number 23, Jake Brown.
Jake Brown steps in. Brown at this point 0 for 3, walked once. Third hit of the night for Hennings right there. That time brought in 2. Haynes comes set. First pitch from him is downstairs. It's 1-0. One ball, no strike pitch is popped up over Matheson. That's going to be a tough play. Matheson backpedaling and puts it away for out number 2. So sigh of relief there is trying to save Argo's innings and maybe let Kalen Haynes finish it off.
Kalen Haynes, same thing, you know.
So 2 outs here in the 9th. 10-7 game. It's Cole Jordan steps in.
Gold Jordan.
Jordan's the last hope for this Oilers team. What a big win this would be for the Chinooks as well. First pitch is downstairs. It's 1-0. Big series for both these squads.
Basically determining what? Who's going to get that last playoff spot, right?
Pretty much, yeah. So 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch is waved at and missed.
That's a good pitch.
1-1 now. One's a good one, but somehow missed. It's 2-1. Not sure where it missed.
Middle.
A win here would put the Chinooks up to 5 wins on the season. And put them 1 win behind the Oilers' 6. 2-1 as that ball's in the dirt. Now 3-1. Man, we'd love to get Haynes through this inning.
We would love that.
Jerry Nix is on deck.
He represents the tying run.
He is the tying run, so things could get interesting pretty quickly. That one's in the dirt, ball 4. So now the tying runner comes to the plate. Here in this one. Jerry Nix, the catcher's the batter, who's 0 for 4.
Number 12, Jerry Nix.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. The first pitch to Nix is hit on the ground over to Beeman. Beeman picks it up. The throw to third is a good one. They got him, and the Chinooks win. Chinooks win. It's 10-7, the final score here in this one. What a way to end it. A little dramatics, the fireworks, and this one's over. Chinooks pick up win number 5 on the season. And just like that, they're back in the win column.
Night at the ballpark, free admission, and also there's Food Truck Friday at the ballpark. On Saturday, First National Bank has bought out the ballpark. 6 o'clock start time, both Friday and
So a 2-run home run by Ryan Matheson.
Saturday coming up on Sunday.
Alexander Saunier reaches base 5 times.
Way home, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Singles all over the place. Big hits coming from all up and down the lineup, including 2 big runs from Will Kelly in the middle innings and in the late innings. So what a way to end this thing, as the Chinooks pick up win number 5 and move a little bit closer back into that playoff race at 5 wins to 1 behind the Oilers. 10-7 is the final here in Kenai. Back tomorrow at 6 for game number 2 of this 5-game series.